Oh, go ahead. Yeah. Hello.
Hey,
Okay, so it's Rick, Vince, and me. Stream has just started, so I'll do a mic check as soon as I can get my stupid. There we go. So, stupid secondary to log in. Okay, and then I put the lists as always into the public notes for reference.
you mean Tommy's not flying three G1As?
He shan't. Notes.
I am an observer. Close that. Open the
Okay,
map.
you guys are good. And I am good. So let's go ahead and kick this off. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the very end of round 3 of our second Jank Tank tournament here with the Militant Casual crew. I'm Ben, one of the founders of Militant Casuals. With me is Rick, the pink sparkly founder of Militant Casuals, and joining us, as he has many times through Jank Tanks 1 and 2, is Vince from the Wide World of Wargaming X-Wing podcast. Say hello, fellas.
Hi, everybody.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I guess it is appropriate to call me the pink sparkly one because that's probably the most visible thing about me besides the fact that I'm just going to be a giant towering behemoth at any tournament.
Sure.
Except on the leaderboard.
Ow. So, with that out there, so tonight we've got a couple games actually going right now, but we've decided to go with a game between Tommy Ten Thumbs Nguyen. He's always entertaining to watch. You never know what ship is going to end up off the board, his or an opponent's. And for the first time on a stream, we've got a friend of the Militant Casuals, Militant Casual adjacent from the LA area, Drew Brody, father to Isaiah Brody, who has defeated several of the people multiple times who are casting tonight, including Rick and me. And I think Isaiah got you, right, Vince, at the Militant
He
Casual
took
Open?
me out behind. He took me out behind the woodshed.
Yeah. He's very good.
Uh,
Uh, Drew is,
Isaiah has knocked me out of cup multiple
yeah,
times.
yeah. I've lost to him twice, so there's no dishonor in losing to Isaiah. I've never gotten a chance to play Drew. Drew often does accompany Isaiah to tournaments. I feel like Drew plays a slightly more casual game than Isaiah does, but I'm excited to get him on our stream here. And I kind of like that we've got people joining in this tournament, not just from the Bay Area and across it, Sacramento, wherever Bobby lives. You all in the actual Bay Area. We've got a couple folks playing from Eugene, and of course now we've got folks even joining in from LA. So kind of cool. So they are setting up. I'm not sure who has chosen initiative, though it was Tommy's choice. The two lists that we've got going here, we've had Tommy's on the stream prior. So Tommy is running an Empire list with Death Rain and ion missiles and ion bombs and seismic charges and a hull upgrade. Sigma Squadron Ace TIE Phantom that he will absolutely refuse to candy cane at all, with composure and fire control system. An Imdar test pilot, again, he will absolutely never candy cane it, with Fifth Brother, and a generic TIE Inquisitor. The last time we had Tommy play this list on stream, he played very well with it, even though he refused to candy cane. So we'll see if he can replicate that. The list we haven't seen on the stream yet, and the one I want to have us each kind of talk about a little bit, is Drew's Rebel Alliance list, drafted, I think, 6th, somewhere around there. It's got a Blue Squadron Scout with Collision Detector, Informant, and Pivot Wing. Wolf Waro, an Ozatech on the table. We had 2 of those go in the draft, with Trick Shot, Zeb, and Targeting Computer. Ibtism in an Arc with Proton Torpedoes and a generic Z95. So I'll just say it right out. I really like this list, except for maybe Ibtism. I'd almost rather have any other arc, but still not really any wasted points. Let's start with you, Vince, since you're more of a Rebel player than Rick is. What do you think about this list?
think it's fine. For a jank open, it's really hard to get mad at a ship that can put out, a cloud at range 3 and also, be just as effective at range 0 since he's got Zeb crew. I like that he's able to double him on his proton torpedo. The blue to care about running over obstacles, which makes him, easier to use as a coordinate cat. And as long as you don't ask the Z95 to do anything it's not supposed to do, it's never going to disappoint you.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Z95s as blockers and oftentimes just as like the ignored 3-die attack at range 1. And sometimes they don't show up, but they're 22 points. They're not supposed to be the crux of your list, right?
It would be very interesting to see how the world would look like if you put Z95s for rebels in hyperspace.
Yeah, I'd be very happy with that myself. Rick, what are your thoughts?
If Z95s were hyperspace legal, I think for rebels, I believe that rebels would probably easily be the best hyperspace faction. I don't think that'd really be any debate. And Blair Bunky would probably also be world champion.
Yeah.
Now, this list, what do I think it's the second best rebel list. I think Daryl's Nora list is better, but that's just partially biased because of my playstyle. I actually love Ibstum. I'm happy he's getting some playtime because I think a lot of people ignore him. But his ability to potentially be a defender and white 4K and things like that is just has a lot of utility. One of the things I see for an advantage for Drew is that his list actually is kind of hard to corner. Because if I remember correctly, he has a collision detector on the U-wing, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah, so that U-wing can just be like, oh, hey, there's a rock in my way. Oh, well. And Ibstum can just be like, I'm just going to 4K and not really worry about it. And
yeah,
like the most constricted dial he has is on Wolfaru. But to quote somebody else I was talking to earlier today, you might as well call him Honeywaru because Honey Badger don't care.
Well, also the dial. I mean, the dial is not really that restricted.
Right.
There's just no, as far as I know,
there's no turnaround maneuver. That's the only downside.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
speed 4. Yeah. Except the one hard.
Yeah. I also wanted to jump in here and just note, kind of, as I mentioned, this is the last round of the sort of round robin part of our tournament, and the stakes here are pretty stark. So Drew is 2-0. So with a win, he's going to win this pod. Tommy and Adam, who is also playing right now against Chris, who's 0-2, are both at 1-1. So there's a possibility, with Tommy and Adam, if they both win their games, that Drew could go from first in his pod to next to last in his pod and miss the cut.
Who else did that?
No.
So who else is 2-0? And like what would be amazing to me is that if that happened, it would not be the only pod where that happened.
Well, that's the thing when you play, 3 games. Spiky results like that can happen. So.
Yep.
So that said, I'm really looking forward to this. We've got setup going on, and the Loanit boys from Drew's side have ended up on the top left-hand corner of the map. It looks like Tommy is choosing to not joust, which is the right call when you're playing Empire versus Rebels, and has set up in the bottom right-hand corner. So let's maybe, having looked at Drew's list, what do you guys both think is sort of the key to the game for Drew to go 3-0?
Can I ask a question first?
Sure.
Why did Tommy put Fifth Brother on the Initiative 3 Phantom instead of the Initiative 4?
I don't know. Was that his change to it?
Yeah, he added Fifth Brother, if I remember correctly.
I mean, maybe he wanted to make that one as sort of dangerous similar to the Sigma? I don't know.
Well,
Not
the
put all of
Sigma
his
has
eggs in one basket?
the Sigma's got 3 dead points on him because he has no target lock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting question. I mean, it does actually, funnily enough, make the Imdar 3 points more expensive than the Sigma. So let's get back to sort of the question I was posing, and Vince, it sounded like you had thoughts already. So your keys to the game for Drew, go for it, Vince.
Well, just in terms of win condition, you kill Death Rain.
Yeah.
He's not very tough. I don't like it's one more hull point than a Y wing, or one more shield than a Y wing, and God knows those are not hard to kill. And he's just such a brick. Like with 2 bombs, a hull upgrade, and an ion missile, that's a quarter, if not more, of Tommy's list. So if I'm Drew, I'm gunning for Death Rain. After you do that, I mean, you just have to keep him in front of you. Luckily, if I look at this correctly, his best gun, arguably, is going to be moving after two of Tommy's ships, and Death Rain's not running away from anybody. So the initiative really doesn't mean a whole lot in this game. Really, you're just worried about the Sigma, and even then, it's really hard to arc dodge a 180 arc.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the only weakness, again, as you guys were talking about, of Wolfwaro is that if he gets a little too far out ahead of things, then he may be Sir not appearing in the fight for multiple turns, which is can be problematic. I'd imagine that's partly why the rocks are all bunched up here. Is that Tommy would like to have things kind of get stuck in the rocks, so Wolfwaro's got to go around and around and around and around.
Yeah, that's probably a mistake. I mean, that's because he's got trick shot.
Right, but trick shot's not going to help too much if you're not in. If you've moved past the arc, is kind of what I'm saying.
That's fair.
Yeah,
but it's 180, man. That's a lot of room.
It is. You kind of want to treat Wolfwaro, and it's hard. You want to treat Wolfwaro kind of like 1.0 shuttle Tidarium, the Lambda, right? Let it just get too far out in front and then kill it from behind. Okay, so Brody put the informant on Imdar, and Drew. Sorry, I said Brody, but Drew has initiative, so he'll be moving his 4 before Death Rain and the SSA.
Does that also mean he's going to be informating before they decloak?
I'm not sure of the timing on informant because I've actually never seen it on a table. So
it just says during.
During the system phase, if an enemy ship with the informant upgrade is range 0 to 2, flip the dial.
Yeah. So I believe that you said it would happen during the system phase, and if Drew has initiative, then that should happen before they decloak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
cool.
Not bad, right? To know where that Imdar is going.
Well, especially because you can reveal it and then just adjust for it. Like if yeah.
And if you're Tommy, what is your win condition? So let's go to the Imperial guy first. Rick, how would you approach the 4-ship beef over there?
If I am Tommy, I am trying to do 2 things. I am trying to range control like nobody's business.
Yep.
Against Wolfwaro.
Yep.
To buy extra evade dice and just not let him get sweet shots. And then my goal is to actually kill Ibstum with focused fire to initiative kill him before he can shoot one of his torpedoes.
Yeah.
So that means you're going to have to range control and get shots on him on a turn, and then jump to range 1 and kill him the next turn. You have to 2-shot him.
Well, that's I hate to break it to you. That's basically impossible with the build Tommy's running.
Yeah. I mean, would it be better? I mean, you've got an ion torp, right? So is it better to use the ion torps from, or ion missiles, I should say? Are ion missiles 1 to 3, not like the cannon, or are they 2 to 3 or 1 to 2? They're 2 to 3. Okay, so is
They're
it
2 to
maybe
3.
a better idea to ion Ibtism and then use that information, to plan your maneuvers to kill him instead?
Well, the nice part about if you can tag him with the ion missile before he has a lock and get both ion tokens onto him, which means you need 3
Yeah.
hits and you need Ibstim to blank.
Yep.
Then he can't lock on his next turn. Because he'll have ion tokens on him.
Yep.
I think I would rather use the ion missiles to allow my phantoms to get behind Wolfaru. I think I probably just want to use the phantoms to range control and hopefully tap the shields off of Ibstim on the first turn of shooting, and then drop to range 1 and unload on him the next turn.
Yeah. The other thing to remember, folks, is that with those seismic charges, Tommy can make those rocks disappear pretty fast, which is going to, potentially reduce Wolfaro's damage output significantly.
That's true.
So Drew, sorry, I look at his name, Brody Rules in Vassal, and it overrides my brain. Drew is going to avoid that debris by barrel rolling, which of course is red on those guys. So heavily implies we'll see a blue move next turn.
Not necessarily.
I said heavily implies. I didn't say guarantees.
I like that aggressive move from the Inquisitor.
Yeah.
I think the Phantom's gonna probably force straight as well here, and then cloak. Because you want to.
I was just gonna say, do you bank so that you can decloak either direction? But too late.
No, because you're going to decloak straight again and then 3 hard.
Gotcha.
Because the idea is you are trying to put your list in 2 pods on either side of the table and make Drew pick which one he wants to joust, while the other one comes up his butt and chews him up.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Tommy's going to be chewing butt, apparently.
But apparently not, because Tommy has instead decided to keep his formation.
I don't hate that, I'll be honest, because with the maneuverability of the phantoms, they can be pretty much anywhere after a decloak.
Yeah.
I think maybe I would have gone slower with the SSA if I was going to keep those options open, because there's only, well, now there is an additional decloak open, but it's not necessarily a good one. And I'm not sure you want Death Rain going through the junk, but, Tommy is Tommy, so we're going to see what he and his 10 thumbs can cook up here.
What I don't like with what Tommy's doing is that instead of picking anything, like directly pointing at a target, he looks like he's about to fly right in between the 2 elements.
Here's why it's not as bad as it might look, though, for Tommy. Because that Z95 is not going to have a good time getting guns on the first turn.
Yep.
It'll be there turn 2, but turn 1 it'll be a little bit behind. And the other one is Tommy's getting into those rocks before Wolfaru can get there, which means he can start dropping seismics. He can blow right past Drew's list and start dropping seismics on him.
I mean, go ahead.
There's 2 shots in. There's the 2 best guns, arguably, or 2 of the best guns in Drew's list. Don't care if you fly past them. They're better at turning around than any of the Imperial ships.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely agree that the Z95 is not in a great spot, right? Because now the arc is.
Wrong with the Z95. It's 3 bank.
The problem is I don't like a 3 bank. I'll be honest. I think that because it's going to put him out of position as to where Tommy's going to be. Also, by that point, Death Rain's going to seismic that middle rock, and I don't really want to be there anyway. But, more interesting to me is, that the Ozatuk also did a hard stop here.
I like it.
I mean, I don't hate it for sure because A, you take a turn to get more information. B, Wolfararo wants to get shots through that debris, so why not wait? But to me, it looks like, and I don't want to use the drawing tools here because I think our players will see them. But I expect the Azatuk and the Arc to kind of slow roll towards those two debris and probably try to hit the same lane that it looks like Death Rain is going for. I guess Ibtism could do one forward here and then two hard to close the trap on
no.
Death Rain if he's there. Huh?
Tommy might just 4K here with Death Rain.
Right, yeah, he could do that, and then next turn when he drops the bomb, he'll get that extra action too. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. He likes to use those bombs as early as possible.
Well, if he 4Ks, that seismic is going to drop right in the middle of all three of those rocks. Yeah. Oh, wow.
I have not played against Drew, so I don't know what kind of guy he is. But if he at all thinks about that and he won forwards, for the next two turns, he really doesn't care about that bomb.
Yeah.
No, it's a gamble.
And the problem is that if you do that, your best bullet soak is now flying away while you throw in, an Inquisitor, which is still a tough kill, but they fall apart under a proton torp and 2/3 dies.
Yeah. I mean,
I would not 4K. I think it's a very risky gamble that Drew has shown no sign he's going to fly right into.
Yeah, I don't know that I would either, but I will say this Death Rain build is kind of I don't know, almost like those when they put the rubber over the sparring tool, because it doesn't have any real offensive capability, right? It doesn't have proton torps, it doesn't have any kind of missile to throw at things. So he's in this weird place where his entire existence is to cause problems with bombs, essentially, and soak damage. I don't know that you want him moving away, but I'm also not sure you focus on him if you're Drew. Like I think you guys said, the Imdar is probably. Well, no, I think Vince, you said get Death Rain off the table.
I think you get Death Rain just because he's easy to kill.
Yeah. He is easy to kill relative, for sure. I'm not sure you accomplish much, and you risk the Phantoms doing some decent damage to you while you wait.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have passive. Neither of them have any way to be double modded on offense and not give up their defense. And it's not Whisper, so they're not picking up a second evade for damage. These things are just they're just not as tough as Whisper is. They will go down under 2 or 3 die shots. It's just math. And I'm telling you, I really like three bank out of that out of the Bandit squad, especially. Yeah, I mean now it's all open because he would have been a really good thing to just kind of bounce back the who is that the Sigma trying to go up and above and flank Ibtisam. And now this is turning into a joust, guys. This is turning directly into a joust.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to. I mean, Tommy can continue to kind of decloak up the board to come in behind. The U-Wing and Wolf can't stay, stationary forever.
No, but the Blue Squad can just 2 straight and then turn, and then just stop and pivot.
Yeah.
And Wolf Warrel just needs to 1 bank, and he's blue with there's no way you get past him. Ibtisam on a 2 straight, you bring the Bandit Squad in on another 3 bank. This is just turning into a joust. Yeah.
It is if Tommy doesn't turn away, which, who knows?
So
maybe he will.
You don't turn away from 2 mediums. They'll run you down.
Drew went a little aggressive there. Now does Tommy do the 4K?
Well, we'll find out.
He'll pay for it if he does. It's going to cost him health. If he 4Ks here, I bet you that costs him 6 health.
Depends on how aggressively the arc comes in, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's at least a 2 straight.
I mean, I'd be much more worried at a 2 bank damage wise.
I'd actually be worried about the 3 bank.
3 bank.
No, the stress on him.
3 bank probably. Yeah, he can't.
Oh, it's Ibtisam.
Yeah,
Take it back.
True. I mean, but a 3-bank also may put him in jeopardy of going over that rock
Oh,
next
he
turn.
just one straighted. Okay.
Yeah.
If he 4K, that's unobstructed. He's gonna have to just focus though.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So there's a question in chat that I'll pose to both of you. I have my thoughts on this. Alex asks, does Drew unload the torp on just the first ship he gets a lock on, whoever it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree, right? Because, the 3 of these, unless it's the Inquisitor, I don't know that you necessarily waste it on the Inquisitor. But if you can get any
Not
of
if
the
you
other
don't have.
3,
If you don't have a follow up, you're right.
yeah.
If the Inquisitor does not have an evade token, well, I guess you
The
won't
Inquisitor's
know.
only 35 points. Every other ship
Yeah.
in the list is 50 plus, right? So I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
wouldn't-
if you're going to spend the points, the whatever 13 points or whatever of your proton torp or half of it, you do it on something that's going to get you value. That's just my thoughts.
I guess the Inquisitor is a sneaky bastard in how consistent his offense is. In that I don't know. I would be happy to have a ship off the table.
Okay, I don't know why that bump was necessary.
Yeah, I don't know the Wookiee dial at all anymore.
It could have one straighted, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that should have been a 1-bank because now his side is open.
See, I don't hate it myself because if he goes into the rocks, he gets more opportunities for trick shot, and I kind of thought that's what he would do. Particularly if the Phantoms and the Inquisitor go outside that debris.
Yeah, he didn't 4K.
Yeah,
Ah, damn.
but he did boost, which I suspect means he's going to try to ion the blue, which I think is great.
The problem with going out all 3 of the ships he's about to shoot at would have to blank out for him to ionize them.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but also, the idea isn't necessarily to ion with one shot, but to at least threaten the ion because that's going to change Drew's thinking of what to do with the U-wing at least, right? Because the U-wing, he's going for Wolf, so never mind.
Also, Wolf doesn't have the focus modifier, so
Yeah,
that helps.
Yeah.
I mean, he can get some cheap damage in.
Well, and the other thing is if you ionize
Guys.
Wolf right there.
Guys, he candy
Yes.
caned.
Well, that
God
just
damn
shows
it,
what you know.
Tommy.
He did it. Guys, he's
God.
going to win. He candy caned.
GDI, Tommy.
I actually really, really like that because it does. Well, I wasn't expecting him to barrel roll inside. I take back everything I was about to say. Though I get, he can still decloak the other direction back around.
But he blocked the decloaks from the Imdar.
He did.
The Imdar can't.
He can't.
Oh,
The
wow.
Imdar can't shoot next turn.
You don't think the Imdar fits a 2 forward?
Nope.
I have to agree.
I'm not sure. I know I feel like he doesn't. I don't necessarily like a decloak to the right for him next turn either, though.
You know what the other problem with? You know what the problem is with shooting at Wolfwaro? You have 0 chance of ripping the token off of either of these 2 mediums,
Yeah.
and they're both going to just light you up, and you have nowhere to run next turn.
Oh, he can do it too hard to the left. And then
I think that blue squad could be there.
He could be, if Drew chooses to be. I'm not sure I hate that. I mean, again, like Death Rain is not going to put out offense. So if Death Rain, gives his life, for the Phantoms to get in on these guys, it's not the end of the world.
No,
I
but
would
he's the most
trade-
expensive ship in that list.
But I would trade Death Rain for either of the medium for anything but the Z95.
Ooh, there's a good roll for trick-shotted Tokenless Wolfwaro.
Oh. Yeah.
Saw.
Oh, no.
Oh. Heroic.
This is for Tommy. Well, that's not the way Tommy wanted this engagement to start. That's for sure.
That is the epitome of cheap damage. That's exactly what he didn't want to see. And that's also what he doesn't want to see.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we see which of the players has turned on the vassal cheat code that Daniel provided them.
Yep. And he evades it.
Oof.
Rip.
Rip the homie.
F's in the chat. Oh, yeah. Tommy needs to put Jeff's dice away.
So after, just so I'm clear on the order, we should be seeing the Sigma squad who can't shoot, and so now it should be into some.
Yep.
Yep. He does not want to see 3 paint.
No. But you've just guaranteed 3 paint, so.
I don't guarantee anything if I don't call it. If I call it, it's guaranteed. Yeah, see, I didn't call.
Average roll.
He really needs an evade here. This is gonna get out of hand quick.
Yep.
Hey!
Nice. Redemption. Of course, the U-wing still has to fire. So.
Well, now the dice have come back to average. So now what's going to happen is Death Rain's going to roll a evade focus when the U-wing shoots him.
Now the Inquisitor does also have a shot on Wolfwaro, which is not terrible, but that's not good.
This is the other thing we didn't talk about
when
we were discussing lists is just how much of an offensive disadvantage Tommy is at.
Yeah. I mean,
not to mention health. Pure health.
That's kind of what I was talking about, Vince, when I'm talking about how, Death Rain's kind of like a Nerf bat in this build relative to definitely, Redline builds that we've seen. And it's just because the 2 dice primary on those things is just bad.
I think this is the blue squad.
Yeah,
yep.
It is.
That's crit.
Yep. And so that will go through on Death Rain. And his blinded pilot. And that's incredibly awful for a munitions carrier.
So Death Rain is
going to ion missiles count as munitions?
Yes.
I mean, is that a serious question?
It's more of a dig on ion missiles being bad.
So the Bandit Squad's going to be in the fight next turn if he wants to. I think he's going to 3-hard.
I would. Yeah, because the most obvious move for Death Rain now is to go left.
He has to run.
Yeah. He can't drop a bomb because he will most likely leave one that's going to...
he'll hit the Saber Squad.
Yeah, that will hit his own ships.
Well,
so
he
he
also
can't...
doesn't get the action because he's stressed.
That's fair too. Yeah, he is stressed. So
I think I won straight and burned the first charge of my collision detector with the blue squad. Probably one and coordinate Wolfwaro focus, and then one bank Wolfwaro and don't care if he bumps. And at this point, you really don't even need to spend a torpedo on Death Rain. You could just 2-hard and you'll probably be...
Well,
it'll be good enough.
I do want to remind everybody that Tommy's a crazy man. So, there is the possibility that he could also just 3-bank to the right and pray that...
Honestly, I'd probably do that if I were him anyway.
I'm thinking about it too, because as I said, the most obvious move is to 2 left away and make use of your bombs, which means you probably shouldn't do that, right?
And you're still stressed if you do that.
Yeah.
And
well, you're still stressed with the 3-bank as well, aren't you?
Right, but a 3-bank to the right might get you a shot on the Z95.
Yeah.
And it's going to, and if you everything you bump is going
Can't
to be
shoot you.
one less thing
Yep.
isn't shooting you.
Yep, exactly.
And if the U-wing goes straight, there's a very strong chance you jump past the U-wing and you're not even being shot by that.
Yeah, and I also think the most likely moves for Drew here are to collapse on Death Rain, which means a 2 hard from Baptism and a 3 hard from, I think Vince, you called it on the Z95. And I like the idea. I like your idea of Drew just collision detectoring here, because why hold on to it? It's just as likely that you're not going to have rocks to collision detect for that long anyway, right? So
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, now if Drew calls that bug out and instead does a bank to the left with the U and a stop for coordinate the Wolfwaro and stop. I mean, he might even want to just coordinate and stop anyway, right? Because that leaves Wolfwaro with wider arcs.
If he stops, he can't coordinate.
No, not with
he's saying Wolf stops.
Wolf stops.
Oh yeah.
I get that play. My issue with turning in is that you are giving up. That's just asking for you to get bashed by Fifth Brother.
Right. Oh, were you saying one forward with the U, not one
Yes.
bank? Gotcha. Yeah.
Just one forward.
Yeah. That makes as much sense.
Because then the U-wing's in also in a good. If you put the U-wing there, even without a token, you're in a decent spot to punish Death Rain if he does try to run, and that means that you can one straight with Wolf and cover that 3-bank.
Yep.
Do you 3 straight or 1 bank with the Inquisitor?
At 1 bank.
I don't get close to any of these things with the Inquisitor.
I mean, nobody's going to shoot at the Inquisitor.
If he's the only thing there, the U-wing will.
Well, fair.
You can barrel roll out of arc. You can dodge that.
Yeah, but if I don't know about that.
So, can we get a confirmation one way or the other? Decloaking system phase is an initiative order, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if Tommy realizes that.
I think systems phase is the only time that initiative order is followed that way with like actions.
Pardon me, gentlemen, for 2 seconds while I go acquire more Java.
Roger.
Oh.
So as I recall, systems phase is alternating both players down through the initiatives. But I have my handy dandy rulebook here, so let's find out.
Okay.
Yeah, so if multiple players have ships with the same initiative value, player order is used to determine the sequence, which means that you go through initiative value. Yeah, so the sequence of play starts with the ship with the lowest initiative and continues in ascending order. Yes. So the ship that has informant on Drew's side is the blue squadron. So at 2, he will do his informant thing. Then at 3, the
Why did he reveal Death Rain style?
I don't know. I thought he had informant on. Well, that showed that. Well,
so
we guessed
Tommy
his.
it.
We guessed his move.
Yep.
Well, that fucks him real good.
Yeah.
Tommy 10 thumbs, everybody. No, informant is on ITP.
Yeah.
So it's not informant, guys.
Tommy's official explanation, because he's dumb. But with that knowledge, how does
Yeah, Drew didn't have his dials down yet, so Drew could very much change any of his
How did-
dials. And
how does Drew capitalize on that?
well, I mean, Tommy did pick
'Cause
his
you-
dial back up.
Do you consider the 4K from Ibsdom?
I don't, because I like the lane. I like the lane of going towards the rest of the list better than going away from it with my butt. That's just me though. You keep the rock between yourself and the SSA as well, and the ITP.
You could also just 2-bank the U-wing up to block that 3-bank.
So Vince, you're back.
I am back.
Tommy accidentally revealed that he was going to do the 3-bank with Death Rain, and then took his dial back. So all bets are off now.
I think now it has to be the 2 hard.
Well, I think I just leave. Honestly, I leave the dial the way it is and see if I can fake Drew out. But
Because Drew knows that Tommy knows that Drew knows.
Yeah, that's
So which of them is the Sicilian?
exactly.
yeah, that's right. How unfortunate, because the 3-bank was definitely the right move.
Oh, store champ Tommy Nguyen. Can we make T-shirts that have Tommy on top of a podium with Sam standing on the podium below him?
Can we also make a T-shirt that says "Anytime Rick talks shit" and there's just a picture of Darth Vader flying off the board above him?
Yes, we can do that.
I was going to actually
That could be
say.
the front and back.
I was actually going to say that Sam should actually be holding Tommy up on the podium.
I dig it.
Everyone remember, this is hyperspace trial champion Rick Rudell talking, by the way.
Seal Clubber champion.
Hey man, I had to go 7-0 to do that. It's hard to go 7-0 no matter what.
It is. Especially when your opponents are constantly going "Arr, and clapping.
To anybody in Spokane who's currently watching this, I don't condone this. They just do this. I'm sorry.
This is not about you all, Seals. This is about Rick. We have great respect for Seals on this program.
Now, we're from the Bay Area. We're all animal lovers.
That's right. That's right. And also Black Lives Matter.
Oh, don't do that. Now you're really going to fucking get us in trouble.
I don't care.
Well, we could demonetize this.
I'm serious about Black Lives Matter too, and if anybody has a problem with that, they shouldn't be viewing this stream. So that's fine.
Correct. I support that.
Yep.
So about that X-wing.
Yes. Okay. McClanker is.
I still think he could fit the cloak forward, and you just try it anyway. Oh, never mind.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever said you don't have good timing, Ben.
Yeah.
I always thought his name was Mick Clanker, like Mick Jagger or something.
No, it's MC Clanker.
I literally just got that.
How is that?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, Vince.
This is who's teaching our young people, everyone.
I don't teach.
He counsels.
I counsel.
That's not better.
As an actual teacher, there are way worse people who are teaching our youth than Rick. So
Can confirm.
Hey, I thought about being a teacher. You want to talk about worse than Rick?
But here's the thing, though, Vince, is you knew not to become a teacher. There are people who didn't know that.
That's fair. I only didn't become a teacher because it was too hard.
You know, the reason I didn't actually become a credentialed teacher is because it was stupid bullshit process that I didn't want to go through. So
You mean government overregulation of teaching by non-teaching staff is interesting?
yeah, something like that. So there's only a 2 hard from the Z95, which actually that's pretty ballsy.
Yeah, he must have pre-measured that because I would not have risked that move.
Me
I
neither.
have to agree with Rick. I would not have put that in.
Yeah, me neither.
But we were
Now-
right on. Although that's a 2 straight.
Wow.
That's pretty fucking aggro.
Well, now if Death Rain did a 4K, he'd be dead, but less dead.
Well, apparently, Drew's a very aggressive player.
He found his he might have just had his Wheaties this morning. I mean, you never know.
Well, he does get a lot of practice against another aggressive player.
Can we talk about the traffic jam that is Tommy's other 3 ships, though?
Yeah.
Like, he has to move and then reposition the Inquisitor, move and then reposition the Imdar, and then he has to move the Sigma, who I promise you is not turning left.
I'm guessing a bank to the right for the SSA.
I'm wondering if the SSA 3 banks left and just goes, whatever.
No. that is too much yeet for one man to handle.
Whoa.
That is none of what we thought it was going to be.
That means he changed it.
So he thinks Tommy changed. But he'd still be fine if Tommy did. Yeah, that's weird, man. Because I don't think he'll have arc if Tommy kept the 3 bank.
Yeah, he will.
I would have.
You know what? You know what I think he's doing? I think he is getting this target lock for a 4K next turn to chase Death Rain.
Yeah.
Or if Death Rain goes left, he'll chase him next turn. But I don't think.
Yeah, I think it works either way.
Yeah, I don't think Tommy's gonna have changed it to the 2 hard.
I love where Wolf is, and if he stays there, he'll still have 3 dice out the back because that's going to be range 1 if it's in arc.
Now,
I bet you Wolf is on a 2 straight.
Now, note that he did not coordinate that focus to Wolf, which is mean that he's not being as aggressive with Wolf as Vince would like. But I think getting behind that debris helps him have options with what's it called? Trick shot. So I don't hate it.
No, I'm fully expecting a 2 or a 3 straight out of Wolf here.
Now there's the 1 bank we expected from the Inquisitor, and that aggressive 2 forward means that the Inquisitor can just put damage in.
How much damage?
3 dice double modded.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
Half double modded.
It's not the worst, but you didn't have to do it.
Okay, that better be followed up with a barrel roll.
Yeah, just to clear out for more options next turn. The barrel roll probably does make a lot of sense.
I might just evade.
I wouldn't be mad with an evade. The problem is you're informanted now. That's informant range to a T. And if both 2 hards and that Inquisitor stays there, that's a trick shot. Yep.
Now, Wolf does have a targeting computer, so there is an option here for Drew to take the target lock on whatever he wants.
I would lock.
Do you lock the Inquisitor or do you lock Death Rain?
Oh.
Any focus. So
or you do that, and that way you don't have to make that decision.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm going to shoot whoever's in front of me.
Yeah, he's... the Ibtisam is still out of arc.
Yep. So I'm totally with Tommy there, and he's gonna do some damage with a bomb if he lives through the 2 attacks he's taking this turn.
Wow, Rick, congratulations on that call.
Here's the thing is he's trying to bait shots away from Death Rain.
He just went range 1 strained in front of the U-wing with a focus token.
Yeah,
this is a really quick way to get blown away.
That's big balls. But he does get to take his shots pretty much all before the blue does. So
Yeah, but I mean, it's what?
you're just gonna hope you strip the focus. Now the trick shot follow up from Wolfwaro is also gonna suck. I mean, look. I'm not
No,
saying
you can't. You can't shoot. You cannot shoot into the Inquisitor now. You could maybe split your shot off into the Saber Squad if to try to get rid of that evade token. I wouldn't be angry at that.
Yeah.
But I can tell you right now, I'm not spending that focus token. I do not care what.
No,
Tommy
you
rolls.
fire at Death Rain with Wolf. You've got range 1. You want to try to get Death Rain off the board before he ions everybody that has ever lived on the Rebel side.
He's going to drop a seismic or an ion bomb next turn and be like, cool.
Yeah.
Neither of those ships has to be there next turn. Tommy's in more danger from an ion in that situation than Drew
Problem
is.
is, I don't know what the Inquisitor does next turn if he drops a seismic.
He doesn't. He takes it at the end.
You one hard left and get the hell out.
Because everybody look at where these ships are right now. And do you guys want me to save this for the engagement for after engagement?
No, go ahead.
Okay. If you drop that ion bomb, it's going to drop essentially where the number 2 is on the blue squad, right? Where his initiative marker is.
Yeah.
All right. That U-wing can just 4 straight, or he can. I don't know if a 2-bank fits.
I mean, that's not bad for you though.
Well, the other thing is he can just stop. He's a U-wing. He doesn't care.
Right.
He can just sit there.
Sure. But I guess what I'm saying is the value of the bomb isn't just to potentially ion the shit that's there. It's that's not good
Wolf.
for death.
And that's nice, meaning that did they declare a shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the right call.
Oh yeah, totally.
Fine.
Range 1 shot on Death Rain, absolutely. Now, Death Rain could still live through this, and Tommy's praying that Death Rain survives the. He's praying he can strip the token for sure.
Are we gonna see the Bandit Squad clean it up?
Oh, that is a great roll for Tommy.
There's a non-zero chance the Bandit dies.
That's true.
True. He just has a double blank.
And draw the direct.
And the direct.
Yep.
Though I'm a much bigger fan of drawing the console fire death.
Mutual assured destruction.
It's just so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 2 fields.
So it's half points on the Z. So yay 11. And you didn't end up stripping the focus, which is probably the worst part.
Yeah.
Now the SSA gets to throw 4 dice.
If I'm the Rebel player, if I'm Drew next turn, I don't care what bomb he drops. I'm staying there.
Here's the thing, though, is that SSA can candy cane and not care.
Not if he doesn't decloak. Or not if he doesn't recloak. He's going to be strained with a focus U-wing dropping a hammer on him.
Well, he's got 3 shots to strip that focus, so we'll see what happens.
He's got 2. The other guy didn't decloak.
Oh, right. You're correct.
And that's not what he wants to see starting.
Awkward.
Oof.
Too few dice. He's got to roll 1 more.
It doesn't matter. He evaded it.
I know.
He just has to add to it. It doesn't. But you're right. Yeah. It doesn't matter. He would have to add another roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brutal. No shots for Ibtism.
I don't know what you. I don't know. I wouldn't call that brutal. I would say that's expected. You shouldn't.
He shouldn't have gone balls to the wall through that thing. I don't disagree. I thought he was going to bank to the right and live to shoot another day, but
that's a good hit.
Yep.
He just doesn't want to see more evades from this U-wing. U-wings rolling evades are even worse than X-wings rolling evades. They just.
Why is he only rolling 1?
Does he not know that U-wings are 2? It doesn't make his wings can't be closed. He didn't stop.
I mean, they could still be closed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
No.
Oh my god. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. I just
yeah.
That's the okay. You want to talk about the word about brutal? That's brutal. You put 4 damage on a U-wing at range 1, and he rolled out of 3 of it without spending his token.
I mean, you rolled 7 dice.
Look, this man's dice. Oh, shout out to anybody who ever went to Feast of Blades in Colorado and played 40K there. All right, so you're shooting the Saber Squad, right?
Yeah,
There's no question here.
Absolutely.
Sigma? The Sigma?
Or
Yeah.
Sigma, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just whap.
If that was a Saber, it would have been dead 3 turns ago.
Yeah, 4 dice with a focus.
And you did, yeah. Against one evade, yeah. Like, there's a non-zero chance that the Sigma Squad just dies here.
Yep.
Well, not with the evade, I guess technically he guarantees to survive.
It'd have to be a really epic crit chain.
Well, no, because only 1 crit could get through.
Oof.
Oh!
Oof.
Has Drew rolled a blank yet?
Yes.
The Z95 did roll a blank. A blank.
There was an average shot also
right.
from the ITP. Or sorry, from Ibtism. So
yeah.
that's half points on the SSA.
If you want the disaster scenario for Tommy, is losing the Sigma and Death Rain before he kills anything.
Yeah.
That's the part that.
Oh, that's the scoop.
Yeah, you scoop. That game's over.
Though I want him to do some damage because if Drew 200 Osis, he takes over 2nd place.
Oh, the Z95.
That is a great roll for Tommy.
He still gets the crit.
Still gets the crit, but he will not die.
No.
And now bomb shenanigans can happen, which I'll be honest, I'm very happy about.
However,
I'm here for the bombs.
Is that power regulator? Okay, I thought that was sensor array.
Well, in 2 turns, he's going to be ionized.
Death Rain's going to be dead before that. It's fine.
No, you could. I mean, you're going to 4K with Itisam here and just slap him with a Protorp.
Yep.
By the way, Rick, make sure Tommy updates the hull on Death Rain. He's at 2 now. Since I know you like to interfere with on the board stats.
All right, so
I can't as an observer. Oh wait, yes I can. Cool. We're good.
They got it.
No, I did it.
Oh, you did it. Good job. So here's
right.
what sucks for Tommy.
Yep.
He's got 2 ships on 2 health with no shields. He's inside listening device range on the Imdar.
Yep.
And the Inquisitor is staring at a rock or a bump.
I think you, like I said, I think you just one hard left and boost out.
Oh, okay. I'm not mad about a boost.
Yeah, I think you just come around Wolfwaro the turn after. It's not great, mind you, but it's
the U-wing just 4 straight here.
Yeah, I mean it can, but again, that's not the worst thing to break up, Drew's formation. And
we're past formations at this point.
You're never past formations.
Yeah, there's a certain point where a U-wing becomes a gunship, and because he's going to outrun Wolf, otherwise he's going to get ionized.
Right.
So if I'm Wolf, I'm stopping.
Right.
Wow.
I mean, I think the argument here isn't for an ion, it's for a seismic, and then you just pick, blowing the one up that's going to help you.
Guys, I didn't notice this, and I didn't realize this till just now. Tommy held that evade.
Yeah.
To recloak.
Yep.
Which
in the words of, I forget his name, you're saying there's a chance.
That's okay. I have never flown a TIE Phantom in my life. In my opinion, a lot of TIE Phantom players hold on to that cloak longer than they should. And this is, I think, this is the moment where I think you probably should have just turned that thing into a 3-die focus gun. Because now if you have to number one, you have to decloak.
He rolled the natural evade. He had no opportunity to spend the evade.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
No, he rolled a focus. Oh no, that was Death Rain.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling up. Yeah, he did. Oh, that's terrible. That strain came up big. Normally does. Oh, I actually kind of, if you're forced to do it, then I don't think I dislike a decloak to the right and try to block the U-wing.
Well, if the U-wing stops and that does nothing, you candy cane down because you're dropping the seismic.
You won't get away from that rock on a 1 hard.
You blow the big rock in the middle. That'll catch the Z95. That'll catch the U-wing. It might catch Ibstim if Ibstim turns in. It'll catch.
He's gonna 4K. If Tassam's gonna 4K.
It might catch Wolf if Wolf comes in.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think it even allows you to one bank the Inquisitor in and still not get the Inquisitor hit.
Yeah. Guess we'll see.
Here's the other thing. Death Rain still can't take an action after he drops a bomb.
No, he can't. It's true.
God, the wind is blowing Drew's way this game. I'll put it that way. I love a 2 hard from Ibtisam here, by the way. I just adore it. You'll be staring at 3 ships, none of whom can take a proton torpedo really right now.
Yeah. It will be single modded Protorp though, so
you 2 hard. You just
one bank U-wing, assuming you're not blocked, and you 2 hard Ibtisam.
And you target lock the Sigma, and that Sigma's dead.
Well, I have rolled a lot of blanks on rerolls, Rick. I won't say dead.
Fair.
But yes, it is extremely unlikely. The other thing is that 1 bank on the blue squad sets him up for a really nice reverse and flip to go back after the Imdar. Unless I guess the Imdar could decloak, right? I don't know why you would.
Just to cover your bases.
Do you do that just in case Ibtisam does it too hard, and that way you can tax him with some damage?
Well, you decloak to the right because when you because you don't want to block the Sigma.
Okay.
Decloak to the right and either 1 bank or 1 hard back down.
I don't know what to do with the Z95, actually.
You probably just 1 straight and deal with it.
Yeah. 1 straight actually is pretty safe. Actually, the 1 straight would not be a bad way to keep
Death Rain there.
That, and it basically means that he can't blow up that middle rock. You would lock him into blowing up that middle rock to try to get the damage in on him. I think you have to drop the seismic and blow up that middle rock, just regardless of what it costs you. It's too good. You're gonna get you'll get 3 or 4 damage out of it if you do.
I think Wolf 0 stops here because of the bombs.
I agree. Although you could 1 bank after the blue squad clears, and you would not be in a terrible spot.
But no, because that guarantees that you'll be in range of whatever bomb gets dropped.
Yeah, but it's Wolf. He wants damage.
Yeah, he doesn't want an ion though. But I don't think you drop an ion at any.
Yeah, the ion's not the right play.
No, it's not. I think you've got to get some more damage on Rebel ships to have any chance here, and Death Rain's not going to be doing damage to anybody any other way, probably in this game.
I really have to 4K with it to some here. There would have to be a very compelling reason for me not to, and I don't see one right now.
The other reason is to go one straight and take a focus and use your butt arc to try to kill Ibstum, because Ibstum
You mean Death Rain?
probably is, or yeah, Death Rain, because Death Rain is probably still going to be tokenless.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit 10D chess. I'm not sure I like the 4K too much because you're going to be limited coming back into the fight, but I
No,
kind
you're
of like
not.
the too hard best, and you just eat the rock. I eat the the seismic damage. I don't think you care too much at this point.
Ben, you're not limited. You eat the stress. You're ib to some.
No, that's fair. If you roll,
If that U-wing stopped, oh my god. Okay, that Inquisitor has to be turning right or turning left then.
I think the Inquisitor one banks to the right.
You think he's going to intentionally bump? Oh no.
so Rick, so because we were talking about that in chat because the listening device is actually a condition on Tommy and it's his ship. He can choose which order to do them in. I don't think it ultimately matters.
I don't think it does either. The dial's already set.
Yeah, the dial's set. He's going to decloak whatever direction he's going to, but
that's it.
I don't understand. How come he didn't drop a bomb?
Because look at his dial.
Because look where he decloaked. Oh shit!
You can't drop it now.
I think he did. Oh, I think he was doing everything in a should have order, and then Drew just jumped the gun after he decloaked or after he finished decloaking.
Must have been. Where the fuck is the SSA going?
I think he's thrown it away.
4K.
I mean,
you
maybe.
think I'm joking?
No, I don't think you're joking. But Wolf goes before him. So if Wolf stops, he's fucked, and if Wolf doesn't stop, he's fucked with a 4K. But I guess it keeps Death Rain alive.
Yeah, I saw that. He was going for the double modded torp.
You coordinate the focus.
Yeah, he's two harding with Ibtisam.
Yep.
That's a bump. I don't know why he's moving the. Oh, I guess it's a. No, why are you moving the Imdar first?
Versus.
I think the dial is still just open. I think he never re-hit the dial.
Oh, there goes. Okay, Saber's gone.
Yeah.
Saber's gone.
Yep. Well, especially after he eats the seismic. I mean, yeah.
Gone. just pick him up right now. Move your target lock.
The Sigma? No, the Sigma's not going to be there.
That's what we just said.
Oh, no, but you know what? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Since he knows where the dial is, he's going to know where the Imdar is.
Yep.
Here's your Protorp.
Do you even decloak? Oh, wait, he already is decloaked. Never mind. Do you just cloak and hope that 4 dice is enough to save you?
You have to move the Inquisitor first.
Right.
Well, that's a double-stressed Inquisitor. I don't think that was part of the plan.
I would have just one banked in. Eaten the seismic, maybe.
So he is going to blow up that middle rock and leave Death Rain on 1 health.
No, Death Rain still has to move, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
But the SSA is going to get wrecked.
Oh, the SSA is dead.
Yeah.
He's absolutely dead. Hell, the friggin' Z95 might do it.
No. He's going to dodge all those arcs.
You still don't know where Wolf is going to be.
I don't think he can.
It moves. Moves after or before. Okay.
Like if Wolf one banks, he ain't clearing no 4K.
Yeah. You know, he could be actually just planning to fill the gap that Death Rain was in and 3-bank barrel roll away.
A 3-bank? That's not going to fit.
To the right?
He's still not out of Ibtisam's arc or the
Yeah.
Z95.
If the SSA 3-banks to the right, it'll land where Death Rain is right now. And then it can just barrel roll away.
You know I have PTSD from 3-banks, so I will just let you. I will just let you have that.
Rick is right. 3-bank will land probably. Though Oh.
What
well.
in the hell?
Well.
Technically, he's not dead.
That rock's gonna go away.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't have arc on anybody, but you know.
Oh, he didn't realize the ITP was going to block the decloak.
Oh.
And so all of that was a mistake. None of that was big brain. All of that was Tommy 10 Thumbs. Oh, Lord.
Well, I mean, on the bright side, he's going to do 5 damage with this seismic.
And he's going to be able to shoot with the SSA.
Dude, he's still going to
I don't think the SSA has arc. Well, it might, but I don't think it does.
I think it has arc on Ibtim.
He's definitely got arc on Ibtisam.
Remember, they're bent arcs.
Okay.
Yeah, but not that bent.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
You have to blow that. Yeah, you have to.
Yep.
He hit Death Rain again.
Oh no!
And he missed
Wait,
Wolf.
no, he's got to turn on the thing for the actual rock.
Got
There we
him.
go. Oh
He's
no!
hit Death Rain.
Did I say he did 5 damage? I meant he did 6.
Yeah, like this is the best seismic ever. This is hashtag big value. I mean, this is the Price is Right. Dude, the Z95 is going to be the one to kill SS. Okay, here's how you do this.
If we had a soundboard, I'd insist on hitting the Oprah button.
Oh, you. So here's what this is going to look like, guys. Ibtisam is going to drop a torp on the Imdar. I don't know why he has a focus and an evade. Oh, you get the evade from the decloak and you take the focus as your action.
Yep.
I'm on board now.
But he still only has 2 dice, so it doesn't really matter that much.
No, it doesn't. Wolf kills Death Rain, and the Bandit Squad kills the Sigma Squad.
That'd be real bad if. Actually, I might leave Death Rain alone this turn.
Nope.
And shoot Wolf at the ITP as well.
Anybody know if this is round 4 or 5?
This is.
This is 4. Because Wolf's first move was a stop.
Stop, bump, move, bank.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Wolf is firing first.
I forgot he shoots first. I killed Death. Dude, he's the most expensive ship in the list. You shoot Death Rain.
You can kill Death Rain next turn without even trying.
With who?
Anyone.
No. I don't give him a chance to run away.
I think I put Wolf into the
table.
Well, I mean, here's my thinking here. Focus fire on the ITP.
Yeah. If you can kill the ITP and
the game's over.
Yeah.
A 2 health Death Rain doesn't fucking matter. So focus fire the ITP. Get it off the board.
1 health Death Rain.
1 health.
Right.
Death
Sorry.
Rain.
1 health. You're right.
1 health Death Rain is easy to clean up, and then it's an Inquisitor versus the entire list.
Yep.
Good night.
Double stressed Inquisitor, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh
What is
wow!
he shooting at this? Oh, he shot at the Sigma Squad.
Well,
that's the worst decision you could make.
Huh.
That was the only ship you had 2 shots on.
Well, you might be worried about the bent arc from the U-Wing not having a shot.
now you guys were right. The SSA does have a shot on Ibtisam. So,
Yeah.
of course,
They
it
could
is
also keep that range.
unmodified.
You can bend an arc, but you can't bend it that far.
Shut up.
That wouldn't even be a bent
I'm,
arc.
I'm
That
gonna
would be-
I'm gonna tell Muon to bend them further, and then I'll tell
Dude,
him.
like-
And then I'm gonna
Ben,
tell Jeff it's your fault.
Ben, that's not even a bent arc. That's literally like you just moved the line like 6 inches to the left.
I thought that's what Muon did.
Yeah, that's fair. By
All
the
right,
way,
so
everyone, listen into the Wide World of Wargaming next week. Jeff is going to have words. We got an official response on the podcast Facebook account from that, so it's going to be fun.
from Muon.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta go take a look at that at some point then. All right,
I said next week, by the way, not this week.
gotcha. Well, no, I want to go look at the response. I want to see what Muon had to say.
Oh, we're not posting it. We're going to read it aloud. And then we're
Oh, you got like a. Okay, I thought maybe they posted to the public page or something.
Oh, no, they messaged us.
Gotcha.
Oh, this torpedo needs to do more than that.
That could not be better for Thomas.
It's a start.
Wait, why did he only roll? Okay, never mind. He hadn't rolled yet. So spend the spend the focus. No, spend the force. Spend the force.
Yeah, but then you don't get your auto crit.
That's fine.
Oh well.
You still got to focus for your shot. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine here. How are you?
Plus, you
plus
want
he's
to
got
do raw damage. You don't want to do a crit.
Plus, guys, he's got a chance to take the Z off the board before it fires now at the SSA.
Oh my god, that would be such a coup.
That's the thing to do if Tommy recognizes it.
That would be such a coup.
It's a thing to do. It's range 3.
But it keeps the SSA alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, that's the thing, right? If the SSA survives another round, because, I mean, and again, like that single modded torp shot will kill you at the worst possible times. I hate it so much. He is doing the ITP into the Z, 3 dice versus 3.
Didn't I say something about not trusting rerolls on single modded torpedoes?
Yes. I mean, yes, you did. You said it. So paint here is a bit of a game changer. Now, that's not great.
That's not.
I might have spent my evade instead of my force.
No, you want a cloak, man. That's
that's
enough to kill the Z.
Well, where do you
Harvests another 11 points and keeps the SSA alive.
The ITP cannot decloak at the moment.
I think it. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Which means he's going to have a close encounter of the Eve to some kind.
Oh, boy.
Oh, we clipped him.
Well, this is when you pray to that evade token that you have.
Yep.
I think 3. So 3 is a kill, 2 is a likely kill.
Well, he is rolling with no mods.
No mods.
Oh,
Killed.
Good night.
So much work.
Yep. Not much you could do against natties. And your own bomb.
And your. I think that's what we. I think that is one of the more clinical versions of blue on blue we've ever seen.
Oh, that's too bad. Because this game was a game again if the SSA is still there.
Yeah, it's
not the hero we deserve.
All right, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna rotate the blue squad here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rotate the blue squad right into that double stressed Inquisitor.
Yep.
And the ITP's gonna bounce off of me, and I'm gonna mash him in the face with Ibtisam and Wolfara.
I might zero stop with with Wolf, and just one straight with Ibstim.
Here's a question for you. You don't have to cloak here, right?
No.
So what do you guys think about not cloaking and 4King?
I think you could protect. I think it's a good call. but I think knowing that Death Rain is going to be ionized next turn, Drew should start sending Wolf that way.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, just kidding, because he chose to cloak.
Oh, all right.
uh,
You got to kill Death Rain here. Like you can't keep leaving. That's
Yeah.
what 65, almost 70 points.
well, it's already 30 points down, so it's 30 more when you kill it.
Yeah, pick up the points, man.
Yeah.
Like, because okay, the other thing is that you're running out of shields on everybody, and once you start running out of shields, you cannot trust a crit dead to not swing a game on you.
Yep.
No matter, and you're also going to be shooting at things that have 2 and 3 evade dice with base mods. You could too hard with the blue squad here, actually.
No.
You mean
If
too
you're
hard?
too hard into the right, yes. But
Yeah,
what
to
does
the right.
that do?
It covers your side and lets you rotate next turn back up towards the middle. And it clears out of the way, so Ibtisam is going to be at least single modded when he starts shooting at people.
Yeah, here's the problem for Wolfwaro now is he doesn't really have a good place to go to maintain arc on the two ships that still have like a chance here.
He could stop.
Yeah, he could stop. I mean, which might be,
Oh, I'm sorry, Ben. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you think maybe that's the reason you do a too hard to the right for the BSS is to coordinate somebody, whether it's
I'm coordinating
Yeah.
Ibtisam, and I'm moving him right into the middle to block whatever the ITP does,
Yeah.
while I put every single gun I have on that Inquisitor, because he's going to be the thing that irritates you for the rest of the game.
Does
a
the
Phantom you can bash?
Hear me out. Does the U-Wings 3-bank left clear?
No.
3-bank left. It's close, but I don't know that it gets you anything. You know, the benefit of a too hard to the right is next turn you too hard to the right again, or you turn around and you've still got arc on.
The benefit of it, Ben, is that the U-Wing is going to go over and kill Death Rain and pivot the turn after, and you get your coordinate off on Ibtisam.
Yep.
I see you, Rick. I see you.
I just think that the Death Rain's going to too hard to the right into the fight, and you're just going to end up kissing. Because there's no value for Tommy to ioning himself out into space, right? So he's clearly going to turn in here.
Does he drop a seismic this turn just in case Wolf stops?
Yes.
That's not a bad idea.
There's no reason to save them. Actually, yeah, I don't think an ion would reach out.
It won't.
So yeah, I absolutely seismic. What do you have to lose? More points off your own ships?
Nothing but your charge tokens right now.
Yeah.
Which you can reload.
I mean, yeah, with your 1 health, you're going to be reloading all day.
This is another reason why you have to kill Death Rain. You just can't leave him running around out there. It's still 3 dice.
Yep.
Or 2 dice, but it's 2 dice, but 2 of your ships have 1 green.
Yeah. I mean, it's also still the threat of an ion missile, right? Like,
yeah.
You don't want Wolf to be ioned ever.
No.
So it looks like we do have dials down, and now we'll see our players do things completely differently than what we talked about.
I don't know. I think we're batting a solid 6. We're batting a solid at least 400 on predictions this game.
We predicted the 3-bank.
You guys did. You got that right.
I also predicted that Tommy would just keep it.
I predicted that the 1-bank left out of the blue squad on that turn.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, none of us have been right on the Z95. That was the one that all of us were getting completely wrong every turn.
Now, the informant is going to
that's
proc here.
Okay.
But he'll be still...
He'll be cloaked.
Cloaked. Weird. Well, it's extra dice, I guess.
I really like the 1-bank to the left out of Wolf here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with a hard stop, too. It's going to give you a better position, I think, on the
Right.
Inquisitor down the road.
That's the perfect spot for the U-wing.
Yeah.
Coordinate or just focus
Coordinate.
or lock.
I would coordinate a. Ooh, do I coordinate a target lock? Maybe. No, I
Ibtease him?
coordinate a focus. Yeah, I coordinate a focus to Ibtease him.
Actually, I coordinate a focus to Wolf. He's got the range.
Yeah.
Because he does have targeting computer, so after he moves, he can choose who he wants to, break. Or, if he does hard stop,
Or
he's got.
roll.
If he does hard
If
stop,
he
he's got
hard
the token.
stop, he's got a range 1 on the ITP.
On
Yep.
the ITP.
Yep.
Yeah. I just really want to get this torp off on the. Well, there we go.
There we go.
But he already got the torp off, and it was sad.
Yeah, but that was single modded.
I actually was wondering about the target lock focus out of Ibstem for the range 1 shot on the Inquisitor.
He is not going to pay any attention to Death Rain until he
Well,
can't-
depending on where
here's-
Death Rain goes, I mean, he might have the butt arc on him.
Yeah, that's true.
And,
He just
Death Rain, if he
oh.
does do it too hard, has no action, so he has to natty, triple hit.
but- Yeah, but I don't fucking trust 2 red dice. That's focus blank so easy.
Yeah.
Oh, Wolf, you have to have stopped. Or you clean up Death Rain with
Yeah.
Wolf.
Yeah.
That's not so bad.
It's not.
He is getting so much value out of this informant. Like, this thing's procced like 4 turns now in a row.
3, I think, but yes.
3?
Yep. Oh, he banked, and he bumped.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, he does have the focus, but
he's got range 1 on whoever he wants.
Fair.
Do we hate the idea of Ibstem barrel rolling to block the 4K?
Oh, I hope Tommy realizes that he's now going to ion towards the corner.
Was that a boost?
It was.
I think he can still 2 hard back around though.
I think he has a 1 hard.
The bomber? No, the bomber's got a. Oh, it's a Punisher.
It's a Punisher.
No, it does not have 1 hard. No, it does not.
Rip.
No, he's gonna 1 straight in and then he'll 2 bank. He'll be fine.
We could also drop a bomb and barrel roll to get extra distance if he needs it.
Yeah, he could
All right.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I crazy or do you just light the Inquisitor on fire?
No, actually, Rick, while you're ion, the only thing you can do is.
It would be after. It would be the next turn.
Gotcha. All right, so
Yeah.
we've got.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor. You're not.
Well,
gonna...
it's Ibtease him into. Oh, jeez.
Oh!
Oh, that's half.
Yep. Drew's red dice have been good.
No, that wasn't Ibtisan. That's Wolf. That was I4.
Yeah.
Oh, right, Wolf. Now Ibtease him, who fires before the Inquisitor.
Yes.
Well, I guess Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the IT can't shoot.
correct. And it's also at 3, and Drew has initiative, so he would fire
Yep.
before.
You
So-
gotta check range.
Oof.
I
like-
can't tell if that's range
It
1.
looks like range 2. Yep, range 2.
So you're
All right.
saying there's a chance.
It is unlikely that he whiffs on a second torpedo.
Oh! Oh.
Oh, true.
I was like, oh, it'll only be 3 dice.
No.
Nope.
Negative, sir.
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full of proton torpedoes.
Needs 2. David is asking a question. The Punishers are medium base, aren't they? So they need 2 to
Yeah.
be ioned, not 3. So
Correct.
when he activated, he got his second, so he is ioning this turn.
The hills
It's
are
coming to
alive with the sound of red dice.
There's
that's
that roll
what
again.
we need to focus.
Did it again. Oh
And
my
there's that
God.
roll again.
Vassal. Wait. Okay, stand by, guys. It's my turn.
All right, so he needs. Oh, he natties out of it again. Incroyable.
That's
Now he's gonna get half points on Ibstem. It's gonna be great.
he might. Well, it's range 2. He can't.
No, if he gets 2 damage.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I got you.
Except he's probably gonna shoot Wolf because it's range 1, even though that's a mistake.
I don't think
Not
that's a
yet shown
mistake.
that
Half points doesn't get you anything, but getting into hull on Wolf.
is a bad thing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, never mind. Forgot it was Wolf.
Ben,
Stupid Wolf. You're right. 2 dice into Baptism.
Ben,
Nope.
have you
Hold
forgotten?
it!
Oh man.
I win. Give me my
Tommy just
Oh.
wants. Okay. Tommy just wanted
Oh, he did.
this to end, I guess.
Oh.
Ripperoni.
Well, I've bad news. Potential. Well, I guess I was gonna say Tommy may not have decloak options this time, but I think he can decloak forward and right.
I think it. Yeah.
I mean, not forward, but right, all the way
Yeah.
forward, and candy cane.
Right
Yeah.
up.
Yep.
Hot off the presses. Chris and Adam just finished.
All right.
I will give you a score in just a hot second.
So here's what's cool about this next turn. Blue squad one banks in to clear, one banks to his right to clear that stress. You coordinate Ibtisam a focus, and then you 2 hard with Ibtisam, and you've got range 1 rear arc basically on whoever you want.
So Chris won 200 to 100,
Yep.
which means that Adam cannot finish second in. Well, no, he can. Depends on how badly Tommy loses here. But Adam was behind Tommy in MOV before this.
The Z95 has gone for 22. Ibtisam's above half. Everything's above half right now. So
I'm going to go ahead and
points on something.
I'm going to approve this score so we can see what Adam's MOV is now. All right, so Adam ends up just barely above Tommy as is by 36 MOV. I think Tommy has.
Nope. Tommy has only earned 22 MOV.
Okay.
if he gets two damage on anything except Wolf is enough.
Yep. Now, we're not telling Tommy this because that would
We are
make us
not
bad.
getting that information. That would be interference.
Yep. But Tommy needs to get half points on Ibtism or the BSS or Wolf. And
Rick, you're on board with me on this one, right? You 2 hard to the left with Ibtisam, and you go for a back arc shot.
I mean, the thing I worry about if you too hard to the left, you said.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's right because you moved
So
before.
Tommy... Keep going.
No, I was just saying because you moved before the Inquisitor with Ibtism. I think that's right. You could also
So-
just 4K.
You clear that?
Oh yeah, you clear the Inquisitor with a 4K. I'm not sure if you hit the debris or not. It's close.
Well, if you clear the Inquisitor, you clear the debris. The Inquisitor's corner.
Oh, I
is
mean
part of the back.
with the template because you're at an angle.
Yeah, it's still Ibtisam though. He can clear both of them.
True.
He just goes roll. Oh, look at that, they're gone.
Right? Yeah. Though I don't think we've seen Drew roll the
You
to
rolled
stress
it once.
off.
You rolled it once.
Okay.
He's only had 2 once. Yeah, I think that template does run over the.
Yeah, I think so
over the
too.
debris.
But yeah, you're right. With Ibtism, you don't care, so I think you just 4K.
Done. It's a 5 and 8 chance, right? Crit and hits.
It's a 4 and 8. 50-50.
50-50. I always think there's 4 hits on a red die.
You also always think that there's only 2 evades.
I do. That's because there are only 2 evades.
That's weird because my green dice have 0 evades.
Stop sharing Seth's dice.
It's a true story, man.
I don't know why that's so funny right now, but it is.
It's truth, man.
So here's the thing: if Tommy gets his points to stay ahead of Adam,
Yeah.
then I stay ahead of Drew. If Tommy does not, then I'm pretty sure Drew jumps me.
Oh, would the Wreck Rick edition finally earn its name?
I'd still be top 3 and undefeated.
We haven't made the cut yet, buddy. So don't club your seals before they're here.
I can't believe I ended up in the group of death.
You really did. There's 2 groups of death actually. It's
No,
just that
there's
yours
one.
had good records and the other one did not because they just beat the hell out of each other.
I would like to advocate for my group being considered the group of death if the other 2 groups of death did not exist.
Okay.
What?
Okay. So you'd advocate for a thing that can't be because reality exists. Well done, Rick.
I mean, like,
Basically, Benny's saying that if
I'm
there's
not
only
in an easy group.
He's saying that if there's only 8 players, his half is the
there
better
aren't
half.
any easy. First of all, there aren't any easy groups because everybody in this tournament is a very good X-wing player. Second of all,
Love everybody listening.
it's not all about you, Rick.
The name of the tournament would imply otherwise.
Fuck, he's right.
No, it was all about his draft position last time.
And admittedly, also my inability to correctly edit the lists.
Yeah.
like
Luke
I did
and
in.
Luke and Wedge banned. Darth Vader with afterburners and a coordinate shuttle.
No.
It's fine.
I didn't ban any ships the first time. I just let things be where they were. Wedge didn't appear. This time, there were several pilots. I just straight was like, nope. So, and Wedge was one, of course. So was Vader. Mace. Quick draw.
I wanted to take the Vessery Vermeil list that Tommy took. I couldn't let my strikers and Vader go. I was just like, wait, this list is literally just what I fly in hyperspace anyway.
Yep. That to my eternal shame.
And we will never let you forget it.
You shouldn't. I unlike our president, I accept responsibility and I take accountability. I done fucked up, sons.
And we reelected you.
That's true. You all made a huge mistake.
Well, hey, look, November's still coming.
Oh man.
Wait, I said I wouldn't go political. Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone. I just gave a nightmare to. That was entirely my intention. All right, what do we got here?
We got a game of X-Wing.
It feels like Drew has got a dial that is keeping him up at night.
Here's the thing: there are 3 ships versus 3 ships right now.
No.
Hypothetically, it's an even game.
No, it's not. Because there's 2 ships out there that if you look at them wrong are going to explode.
Yeah.
And the other 2 ships have 6, 6, and 7 health.
Oh.
It is. I do find it absolutely hilarious, though, that Tommy desperately needs like 2 damage to make the cut or make the make the second round because he'll be in a play-in game for sure. But and this will be the second group where somebody's going to make the top 8 with a 1-2 record.
Meanwhile, this commentator got absolutely Arizona Cardinal.
You did. You're 2-1. You're just going to have to go, win that that number 1 draft pick. You're just going to have to go 4-0. I believe in you.
So.
Oh boy.
What the?
I hope.
Okay. He can't take an action. Unless he's going to focus? Question mark? Bro, you can't. You're ionized. Somebody going to do something about this?
Oh, I need to go talk to them while I do this. Be right back.
Yep. All right, Tommy's undoing. I mean, not to, rag on Tommy about this. This is a thing that FFG changed, in the midst of second edition, two points changes ago, is how ions work. So,
But it needed to, because
it did, absolutely. Oh my God, the ion change I fully applaud it, because it's one way to keep Jedi from being.
Yeah, they were immune to it.
Yeah,
they were literally
exactly.
immune to it.
Exactly. There were no consequences, and I'm a big fan of consequences. So.
He's measuring the arc on the U-wing.
Then I explained it, and we're all better now.
Oh, did he try to decloak out of the way of Did he try to decloak out of listening device?
He did decloak out of listening device.
Oh, that's really good. But his one heart is so predictable, so.
Yeah, but there's not a whole lot to be done about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 hard Ibstum.
Yeah.
I still think you just 4K tease him. YOLO it.
I think the 4K doesn't quite fit.
I am concerned that is correct.
It might not because of the angle. I still do it though. If tease him just laughs at it, and next turn, he 2 hards or something. It doesn't matter.
Well, he doesn't necessarily laugh at it.
Look, stop ruining my narrative, man.
If he 3 hards to the right to block the ITP and then have the butt shot, that'd be hilarious.
That's 4D chess. That's 4D chess. Which, if he plugged it in, what a hero. Oh, God, I want that to be what he did so bad now that you mention it, Rick. I want it so bad.
And then the other thing is, it would be a stressed ITP with no cloak token. Pointed at a debris cloud.
Oh, he's barrel rolling.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps arc, particularly if...
It might be a 2 hard.
Yeah, if Wolf did a 2 hard.
Yep.
That's really good.
No.
Or you mean Ibstum did a 2 hard?
No, if I'm saying if Wolf did. No, Wolf 2 hards back in.
You're not moving the blue squad. Move it back. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. U-wings can't barrel roll, bro, no matter how hard I made it.
I mean, they could in 1.0.
What a champ!
Suck it.
Roll it.
It fit. Not only did that fit, that was easy.
TIE defender status right here. Roll that die.
I told you guys. Told you.
Roll that die.
Look, Ben, I agree with you. I just said as long as it cleared the back corner of the Inquisitor, it'll fit.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the 4 would work.
Well, it's a May ability, so we can't correct him for not rolling a die.
No, we cannot.
Maybe he likes being stressed.
Ben, what did I say last time I was on about people not reading their own ship's abilities?
And then Tommy self-bumped. Ouch.
Please tell me that Wolf 1 banked.
Why did you do that with... What? Dear God, Tommy.
Activate full throw.
I'm going to flip the table because of Tommy's flying.
Wait.
Ooh, I think he aggressively ended up with no arcs here.
No, he's definitely got an arc.
ITP.
Range 2.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to bend a straight line out of the middle of your ship.
He's daring Tommy to shoot Wolfwaro. That's what that is. That's exactly what that is.
Insert Joker going, hit me.
Hit me. He's putting him there stressed with no token and going, you need points to have a chance. All I'm going to let you shoot is Wolfwaro.
Hit me. I want you to do it.
I want you to do. God, that was such a great movie. Does he actually clip the back corner of the Inquisitor with Wolf?
No.
No.
No. But
Man,
he does
that
have
is.
the ITP.
Yep.
Oh, look, he's got range 1 on the blue.
If Imperials, it's blue on blue. Does that mean Rebels is
What?
friendly fire?
Why are Imperials blue on blue?
Because Imperials are always blue. Well, that's not a good start.
Well, it's a good start for Tommy.
That's fair.
That
Wookiee
that
Commandos.
That's the first.
that is his
zero-
dice coming back to Earth.
Yeah.
That's actually Drew's first no-hit roll of the game.
Now he will kill the Phantom with this range 2 obstructed shot.
Oh, you mean the Inquisitor?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think he kills the ITP.
Why? The ITP has 5 health.
It's just gonna happen.
Exactly.
All crits.
Hot fire.
All crits and
Is he gonna just manufacture a plasma torpedo?
yes. Yeah, he goes at the Inquisitor's the right call. Get a ship
Yeah.
off the board if you can. Still
He's
obstructed.
focused right now, but he forgot.
Well,
4
average
blanks.
roll. Oh no.
Oh.
That's
spend
what the
that
force is
force.
for.
Yeah, Tommy's very lucky.
Well, the 2 hard from the bomber clears too. That Punisher is going to be able to come back around and like rejoin the fight on turn whatever.
Yeah, and then what? Lob an ion missile?
If that ion missile does the 1 damage he needs to get half points on something.
Oh no, he's gonna pick up half on Wolf right here. Yeah.
Oh,
Which is like the worst possible thing he could
Dude,
do.
spend your force. Spend your force.
there is no focus result.
Oh, does it? Oh, you can't upgrade a hit.
No,
No.
just a focus
Oh.
with Fifth Brother.
It's just a very aggressive
Yeah.
calculate token.
Yep. Or force. Well, I mean, it is force. Yeah, exactly. It
I-
just bypasses the hit and goes right to crit. All right, well, that is half points on Wolf.
Weapons failure. Calling it right now. Net 0.
You're not that lucky.
That would
Oh,
be
the
pretty
other one
hilarious.
would be a panicked pilot, just a triple
That-
stressed Wookiee.
That would be bad.
Well, we're going to find out.
Correct. It is panic.
Ah, Rick, you called it.
No.
Oh.
That's the first card he dealt. That's the wrong card.
No, he dealt the other one first.
No, he did not.
He did a shield, then a hit, then a crit.
Yeah, but the first card he put on the table
No.
was the one he just flipped.
Oh, you're right. He clicked the wrong one to flip.
Yeah, he flipped the wrong
That's whatever.
You know what? At this point, these guys are making so many bumbles that it's just not worth it.
card. That is entirely fair.
It's 11 p.m. on a Saturday night. They do what they want.
What are you talking about? That's cabs ahead time.
I mean, the thing is,
Wait. Was that half points?
Yeah, that's half points.
What up?
You're not supposed to
Top
have
2,
people
baby.
who are-
Top 2.
I
you're not
really,
supposed to have
I'm
people
really
who
not
are
supposed to be a full-time TO when I do this job. So, like,
You know what else you're not supposed to do, Ben? Let people whose future depends on the outcome commentate.
it's not like I'm letting you bet on baseball.
That's true.
Hey, it just having personal stake in this just makes it more fun for the listeners, man.
Rick, I'll bet you a limited edition Naboo don't win this tournament.
Oh,
If we were doing a cut of top 4, I'd take you up on that, but I don't. I don't trust my ability to get through 3 people.
he basically told the other 3 players to go F themselves. What do you think about that, Vince?
Who did, me?
No, Rick. He's like, I could beat any top 3, but add another
Rick can
round
beat
of that shit and I'm going to fall apart.
It's
Well,
too
okay,
much variance, man.
Let's be clear. Well, Rick can beat anyone in this tournament.
Oh, of
Like
course.
that's not a stretch to say. I don't think that's a state. I don't think he's throwing shade on anybody. And it's not like there's no fatigue in this tournament because we're not running these games back to back.
Right.
It's just variance. My thing is I don't trust the variance of 3 games.
You know, guys, we still have people in front of us playing a game.
Yeah, but they're on
taking their
dials. It's
time
fine.
with dials.
I mean, the thing is that eventually you run into Daniel and his cheat codes, so,
Exactly.
you know.
And if it was top 4, I feel like I could not collude with Daniel to make it work. But
All Daniel
like-
has to do is hit his privately hard-coded evade button and everything goes to hell, so.
He's got the thing from the original Diamonds Are Forever, where he just puts it underneath the table and clicks it in the bar, and it's just bar all the way across.
Exactly.
Okay, so Rick, you're gonna have to adjust Wolf Waro again. Because
okay,
they forgot.
I'm on it.
All right, so obviously Death Rain 2 hearts here, probably then boost to try to get back into the fight.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Just kidding, they were doing it.
You could repair the blinded. You've got plenty of time. Oh, our turn counter is. Oh, I thought our turn counter was gone because we deleted it with Asteroid.
So the ITP and the Inquisitor are stressed here.
Everything on the board except for Death Rain is stressed.
Yeah. Oh, yes, indeed. It's fun times, fun times. Now, the challenge for Ibtizim now is that he doesn't really have a good place to go. That
Yes, he
doesn't
does.
just sit him on the debris. And of course, you know, if Drew remembers to clear the stress, then he's fine, or try to.
I say it again. Everyone who plays a Jank League, read your freaking pilot abilities.
Let's go look at Ibtizim. So, Ibtizim says, after you fully execute a maneuver, which he did, if you were stressed, you may roll 1 attack die. On a hit or crit result, remove 1 stress token. So you only get to do that once. So if he'd been double stressed, only 1 would go, but that's fine. So you can do a 1 forward here to clear the stresses on him, end up on the debris, and then roll the die to get the second stress.
Yep.
In that case. So, but if he had accidentally clipped the debris going through it when he did his 4K, the maximum he could have cleared was 1.
Correct. But he would be coordinatable right now. Is the other big thing that's the other thing that we need we need to talk about. Is
Well, I mean,
that,
he'd still have 1 stress if he'd clipped it, right?
Oh,
And
if he had clipped it.
if
But
he had
since
clipped it.
did,
Right. If he had
he's-
remembered to clear it, yes, yeah, gotcha. Do you think the U-wing on a 1 bank, because it is also stressed, is at range 2 of Ibtizim?
Yes.
I think so too, but it's closer than I would like it to be.
Nah.
And of course, Wolfaro is on a journey.
Wolf is out of the game for. Well, no, Wolf is unmodified for the next 3 turns. Because
No, he's modified. He's got an extra die.
That's fair.
That's
And
not a dice
listen,
mod, Rick.
No, that's true. By rules, it's not a mod. Now, what's really funny is he might proc Trick Shot pretty soon here because he's going to go just right around that debris. What is he doing? Oh, they're checking. Okay,
Yeah, they were
that's a
checking
2 hard.
informant.
That is not what I would have done? Question mark.
It's very
He's
John
got to
Mulaney.
get the U-wing back into.
Yeah, but you could have just 1 banked and then 2 hearted, and it would achieve the same thing.
Or 1 banked and then turned yourself around.
That fit.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Medium bases always fit.
Always, no matter what. They just change
Now
size.
is he going to roll to clear his stress?
Does he remember this time?
Somehow the stress token ended up in the dice box.
I've never seen that before. Is he doing that to show us that he's about to roll it?
I hope so.
That's incredible. I'm going to start doing that in all of my games.
He did roll it. But
Oh, wait, which roll was that?
that was the... Oh, that's a good question.
That's the debris roll.
Yeah, that was the debris roll. He didn't roll to clear the stress. Drew. Well, again, like I said, it is what it is at this point.
You want to know how to come back in a game? This is how you come back in a game.
The other guy throws it. Yeah.
Both of our players are drunk, guys. Let's just let them be. That's a very Militant Casuals jank tank way for things to work out. Everybody's drunk. Wait.
Hope that this Inquisitor won hards, and that Wolf does like a okay, Wolf, this is your moment. It's time for the 5-die trick shot.
Whoa.
No, he's just going to boost Inquisitor out of the arc.
Well, Wolf hasn't moved yet, so he doesn't know where that arc is going to be.
That means there's going to be no trick shot.
Actually,
sure? Maybe there is.
Sir, I think you may have spoken too soon.
I'm famous for doing that. I do a lot of things.
That's why we get along. I think the U-Wing probably has a shot on the Inquisitor. Holy God. That's going to be a nice shot.
You can spend a force to turn a blank to a focus, right?
Dude, am I right? Is that 6?
Yes.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, because range
may
1.
Not be just by a corner. It may be unobstructed by a corner.
No, I think it's obstructed. It pushes out beyond that corner, and that corner is closest to him. That is obstructed 1,000%.
I disagree.
I don't care.
Well, okay, here's the thing is, it's going to be corner to corner, not arc.
Right.
Because that's a 180 arc, right?
Exactly right.
It's not going to be corner to corner. It's going to be perpendicular. Oh!
Yeah, okay. Your mom.
That's upsetting. I wanted the 6-die.
Me too.
I really wanted to see it.
Oh, wait. Did he check that with the front arc? He did check that with the front arc.
Yeah, he needs to, yeah. The Inquisitor is dead. That's 4 hits.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Ooh, yeah, he's dead as fuck.
Yep.
If you do lock options.
Oh, that arc is... Jesus, we were talking about it earlier. I'm looking at it now. That arc is so wrong on the picture. That's
yeah,
like
it was obstructed. He should have used the 180, which I just
did.
Yes, I literally just clicked the 180.
He just clicked it, Rick. It's in the chat.
Oh.
He used the forward primary arc, which is wrong.
Oh, dude. That would have been 6 damage. Oh my god. Wolf Waro, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, he got fucking wasted.
Wolf is either rolling all paint or no paint.
Yeah.
Or like all paint or no hits.
Oh, he added the die.
No,
yes, we got our 6-die attack.
He rolled that focus. Yeah, if that had been Saw, it would have been 6 damage. God, that's so brutal.
I mean, the sad part is that really only gained Drew
17 points or something like that.
it was, let's see, it was 17, 18.
Yeah,
No,
it's
yeah, 17 because it would have. It
17
was half
points.
points was 18. So yeah, yep. But still. Now here comes Death Rain to finish everything off.
Yeah. What's that old
They haven't
when you-
changed the
was it
the round number. Oh God.
at least 2 rounds. What was that old thing from like the Andy Kaufman show? Here I come to save the day with my 1 health and no weapons that actually do damage.
Well, if he gets a star mushroom,
It's a what?
then he'll be fine.
Rick, shut up.
I'm just keeping the people entertained.
Are you though?
Are you though?
Only one way to find out. People in the YouTube chat, are you entertained?
I'm not gonna look because I already know. Asking the internet for a positive approval is never a good idea.
I believe. No, Tommy, it can't be the last round. You can get more points. Actually, it literally doesn't matter at this point.
Okay, so this is the turn where you 3-bank with Ibtisam and you clear that stress and focus, so you bop Death Rain on the last shot.
Well, you know Death Rain's coming 3-bank in as well.
I hope so. Looking at all the opportunities Drew has had to use Ibtisam's ability, I'm pretty sure I'm going to start using him in a list. For 46 points, that ability is not terrible. On an arc, especially.
Oh.
God damn it.
I don't think there's any way for us to know.
Yeah, there is. I'm opening up a Google Doc, pasting the log into it, and then control searching for Death Rain dial.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good call.
Um,
Look at you being all smart.
I think Death Rain may have been revealed a couple times when he was informanted, though.
No, the informant has always been on the ITP.
Oh, right. But Tommy who knows? He accidentally revealed. But no, he just dropped it without it. Okay, yeah, you're right. But I do think he revealed it and then re-revealed it when he moved. At least once.
Why 1 bank?
One.
1? 1 is not enough. Boy, one of us should probably say something
To what?
to not have a minute and a half of dead air.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking up something in the rules, so feel free, Vince.
Well, he settled the bet for me. Looks like we're gonna get an ion torpedo Death Rain because that's all he can do.
It's an extra die, why not? And it, suppresses a defense die, so why not?
I guess. Okay, Ben.
Look,
Sure.
it's 11:13 p.m. on a Saturday night, and we're streaming an X-Wing game. So, don't get smart with
This
me.
might legitimately be turn 7.
No,
Okay.
it's not turn 7.
I think it's at least turn 8, but I have no idea. And it's not our responsibility to keep track of the turns. It's a player responsibility.
Okay, well, it's
I'll
either an
just go
evade
home.
or it's an ionize. No, he can't ionize Ipsisom. He didn't get enough results.
Yep.
That's really funny. And now he most likely dies for it. Good job, Death Rain. You were really of benefit to your team this game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you invest 70 points in a TIE Punisher that's not Redline. Oh, wait.
I actually think, let's to be fair, I think Death Rain can be good. Not as good as Redline because he's fewer points, of course. As long as he's got something that provides an offensive, shot. Besides the bombs, right? You have to have something that helps you out of the front arc. You can't just rely on running away the whole game, right?
So when I search the chat log for Ibstem performs, I have 7 results.
Okay.
So
Well,
it's
Death
turning.
Rain's dead.
I don't believe you.
Would you like to do it?
No, I already told you I don't care. It's their responsibility.
Yeah.
If they want to
Death
play
Rain
till
is
2 in the morning, that's their decision. Oh wait, that does affect us though, doesn't it?
Well, we can stop streaming at any time.
No, we're entertaining up to 8 people right now.
Oh! Half
Oh,
point
big
on
hit.
Ibstem!
Big hit.
And Fifth Brother finally procs.
Yeah.
Love
This
it.
is where Ipsisom rolls or that. I was going to say natties, but
Oof.
he did roll something.
Oh my. Oh wait. Disabled power regulator? Get ioned?
Question mark?
Well, he wouldn't get ion this turn, Rick. He already activated.
Oh, bummer.
No matter how hard you reach to try to protect the Empire player, it's not happening, Rick.
You goose-stepping bastage.
Yeah. Although a direct would be pretty funny right here.
He'd still have 1.
That is correct. We're waiting.
Just keep talking. It's fine.
While we wait for the results of this critical hit, what does our top 8 look like now?
Oh, that's a really good question. All right, so we've got, this is the last game going at the moment, I think, right?
Yeah. Bobby and Aaron do not affect top 8.
Well, they don't affect top 8. Are they still going, though?
No game with Bobby
Yeah.
ever affects the top 8.
Oh,
I
rude.
love him like a brother, but no.
He's
I
had a
hope
good
you
run
do.
when he could run 5 different, it was Imperial Salad. He had a good run with those guys. Anyway, so David is obviously locked in with the first spot. Rick, you grabbed the automatic buy from the second pod. Daniel's going to grab the automatic buy from the third pod. Stefan grabbed the automatic buy from the fourth pod. And then Alex, I think, is going to... Nope, he's second in second pod. So that takes us to the fourth pod, which will be Drew.
Assuming Drew wins, he'll be third. Daniel would be fourth, and Stefan.
I mean, ultimately, yes, but I'm really looking at it as who are getting the buys. So it's going to be David, you, Rick, Daniel, Stefan, Drew, and then Patrick will get the 1 second place buy. So he'll end up because it's not gonna be strictly the top 6. That's not the way it works. So after that, the second place finishers are going to fight each other are Alex, Daryl, not Vince. Sorry, bud. Brandon. Sorry, Brandon will take a spot in the cut at 1 and 2.
And so will Tommy.
And so will Tommy. Yes.
I can't believe I'm not only Bubble Boy, but probably could have survived if this game, but could have survived either of these guys if if the game had been bloodier.
Yeah, I think.
No, you're only 90 MOV ahead of Drew.
Yeah, Drew's gonna, I think, jump ahead of you in MOV.
Yeah.
Well, no. But if this game had been
Yeah.
closer, he might not have.
Right.
No,
right.
you're only 90 MOV ahead of him. If he wins, he gets minimum 200. So he's going to get minimum 200 MOV out of this, and so he'll jump up to minimum 6th place. But I think he's going to end up in 3rd ahead of Daniel. So the
No,
top
he can't.
5
Daniel's 3-0, so no, he can't. So, and I don't think he'll catch Stefan. I don't think he's going to catch Patrick.
Not after
No, Drew would be 3-0 as well.
Oh, right. Duh, he is 2-0. Sorry, yes. But I don't think he passes Daniel. I don't think he does.
Daniel, so Drew has
If this
523.
I don't really think we want to do math here, guys.
Why not? The only people.
The last time this happened, Jeff was wrong about. Well, you both were kind of wrong about what to do with a target lock in a single force. So maybe let's not repeat that.
Well, not me. I've never called a game with Jeff. That's got to be you guys fucking up somehow.
It was Rick.
Okay, yeah. Rick being wrong about math? You lie.
Well, Jeff was too. So let's be fair. Actually, funnily enough, Drew was right, and Drew was in chat that night. So.
I finally got to... Tommy did the same thing we did.
Drew,
he finally got to proc 5th brother.
If Drew wins by over 100 points, then he gets 3rd.
Well, fortunately, we'll know.
This will be the 3rd
Relatively
tournament I
soon.
got bubbled out of since COVID started.
The what?
This is the 3rd tournament I'll be Bubble Boy.
Sorry, man.
I was 17th twice in top 16, and now I'm going to be 9th out of top 8.
Oh.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for Stefan and that meddling TIE aggressor with a double tap cannon.
Really, you need to blame Daryl for being just 6 MOV ahead of you.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly because I rage quit against Stefan and gave him 400 points.
Yeah. If you'd picked up MOV, you would have.
Oh, I did. I just didn't remember to put it in. Rick, I've never gotten tabled in X-Wing ever.
Honestly, I believe that.
Like I play too violent to not get half on something.
Exactly.
It's like, well, I'm gonna die. I guess somebody's going with me. Let's see. I mean, I'm looking at ways for Tommy to turn this into something, and he's gonna have to kill Ibtisam, not get blown away by Ibtisam in the blue squad, who, by the way, shouldn't coordinate for the rest of the game. Like, he's just as valuable now.
Yep.
The U-Wing just 1-banks to the right.
Yeah.
Ibstum 4Ks.
No, you too hard.
I mean, it dodges the arc of the ITP.
Choose violence.
What was the crit he ended up taking?
Fuel leak.
Oh yeah, he's fine.
It's literally it's a blank crit. It kills him basically.
Yeah.
I want to note Tommy said in chat that he finally got to proc 5th brother, so no matter what happens, this is a win for him.
How is that a win?
Aim higher, Tommy.
It's like, I know, it's like the best gunner in X-Wing. How is that a win that you finally got to use it?
It means he rolled a focus result.
Look, Tommy 10 Thumbs is who he is.
What's that meme with the 2 dudes from the Trade Federation?
It's a lot more fun when they're not shooting at us.
No, it's when you stop rolling blanks and start rolling focuses, at least we're getting results.
I think my favorite quote from all of the Clone Wars is from the Malevolence story arc. There's two battle droids at a gunnery post, and one of them just looks at the other and says, "It's a lot more fun when they aren't shooting back at us."
Or the other one who said, "Dude, that's a terrible." He said something like, "That's a terrible shot," and the other one goes, "Not my fault. It's my program." Oh. Sometimes their lines almost make you feel bad for destroying the droids, and then you don't feel bad at all.
They're the comic relief.
They are the comic relief. The one who got chopped in half by Yoda and said, "I just got promoted," because a droid would ever have recognition of what a promotion means, would ever feel satisfaction from a promotion.
I also don't think a droid would ever get promoted because like they program them to operate at their specific command levels.
No, you would just basically increase their privilege. It would be like in your computer, you would increase its access to the rest of the system. You might need to do it if you were attrited and you could not acquire replacement.
Oh, fair.
Attrition is a word that people only use in its categoric form too much. Attrited is a great word. Shout out to the chieftain Nicholas Moran for teaching me that on wargaming.net.
We're gonna have to start getting these things sponsored.
No.
Can we do
Speak for yourself,
giveaways
there.
from Hanson Brothers Gaming?
We are not and never will be professional streamers.
Professional has nothing to do with being sponsored. Okay, so we've got no decloak. The blue squad's gonna one bank. Ibtisam is gonna two hard, and Wolfwaro is fucked. So we're really playing with three ships right now. Wolfwaro just like flies off into the sun.
You know, Tommy actually doesn't even have to worry about Ibstum, about Wolfaru, as long as he doesn't give up half points.
Yeah, the problem is that he's not gonna have an evade this.
Well, the question is, does he 2 straight or does he 4 straight?
I think a one bank from the blue squad blocks the 4 straight.
Right.
That's an illegal range check.
Were they checking informant?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Nobody's decloaking and everybody's dials are set.
Tommy said Drew is having issues with his vassal. That may be why everything's slowed down a lot in the last couple of minutes.
I'm slowing down because I drank a lot of Coca-Cola and now I'm coming off my sugar high.
I have an unlimited amount of Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee. I have energy for days.
Whew. So, I was up until 5 in the morning playing Civilization 6. That was fun. Oh, one straight.
What? Was he? I guess he was worried about hitting the cloud.
No, he might have wanted to also make sure he has an action. I don't know.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Probably.
Wait, he wouldn't even have had. He still has one of his. Yeah, he shouldn't have worried about the cloud. He still has a collision detector.
How many charges does that have?
2.
He used it twice.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
He
no,
used
that's
it
right. That was
once.
Ibtism going over it the second time. Never
Right
mind.
here. Okay, well, watching Drew has made me rethink my list choice. What is happening?
Wait,
Drew, what are you
how
doing?
so?
I don't know what Drew is doing. Oh, this
Insert
is
Adam
collusion to keep
Sandler.
Rick out of the
This
cut.
is how I win.
No, this is collusion to keep Rick out of the cut. That's what this is.
Well, no, Rick makes the cut no matter what.
I don't understand what he's doing.
Evade token? Oh, nope, focus. Okay. Yeah, I guess there is nowhere to decloak next turn.
Tommy doesn't care for your cloaks and decloaks.
No, I'm gonna go clean up those stress tokens. Nope, never mind, he's got it.
He should be on 1 now.
He's working on it. I guess what he's doing with Ibstum is bringing him over next to Wolf to give him cover. Because he knows that half of Wolf and half of Ibstum is more than a full ITP. Or at least he's hoping it is.
Right, but he should have 8 focused dice staring at this Phantom right now.
Yeah. He's got 2.
I rest my case.
Which is why I don't understand why I didn't take the evade token.
I'm very confused by what I'm seeing here.
Well, it is.
His wings on the U-wing are still closed.
Now there's the butt shot from Ibtism.
I mean, you spend the force.
Yep.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
The focus is too valuable on 4 red dice. You know, I feel like the Arc should have the reload.
Well, they're not designed ordnance carriers.
Why not? Yes, they are.
No, they're designed to be
That's half on the U-wing.
they're designed to be like all-in-one ships that can just like fire and forget ships almost.
So, coming back to the game here.
Actually, yeah.
So the ITP is still at full health
Yep.
at 54 points. Everything in Drew's list is now down to half.
Yep.
Okay.
So there's a combination of ships on the board where Tommy can still win.
Yep.
So let's see. Let's take a look at this. So the Blue Squadron is itself 54 points, so it's exactly the same as the Imdar.
Yeah.
Wolf and Ibtism are both more expensive. So if Tommy was tracking that, what he needs to do is kill Ibtism and Wolfaro. Because I think as long as any combination of,
He needs to kill 2 ships.
that's not enough, I don't think. Well,
Mm,
because he's 54 by himself, right? Half of 2 of these ships in any combination is, I think, still more expensive than him, right?
Yes. So he
Right.
needs to kill 2 of them.
Yeah. Right, and not
It
get
doesn't
half
matter
damaged.
which 2.
Right.
He just,
Yeah.
and that's just got a lot easier.
Structural damage?
That just got a little bit easier.
Ouch.
I Drew is suffering from very serious. There's the only excuse for what I'm seeing is that Drew is suffering from exhaustion right
Well, it is quite late, and both of these guys are playing late because they've got kids, and that's a rough gig in Quarantineville. So
now. I agree, but I'm just saying, like,
Here's the thing about the U-wing though, is you just dial a 0, and then you inform it whichever way he's going and point your arc that way.
that is true.
And then you one bank Wolf and start getting him in the fight, and then you probably 4K Ibst him.
Yeah. The only thing that worries me is I think that 4K from the ITP.
Okay. Then you have a shot from Wolf on it.
That's fair.
So I actually think you 3-bank the ITP to the right, and then you barrel roll wherever the arc is not pointed to dodge the blue.
well, if
Well,
if the arc does a bank to the right, though, there isn't a barrel roll that gets you out of its arc.
No, the blue is blue squad.
Oh,
not
blue. Sorry, not Ibtism. Gotcha.
Rick, you're right. Here's what Drew needs to do: is you literally don't you turn the blue squad just 90 degrees, and then you 2-bank with Wolfwaro, and that way you cover both.
Yeah. You use the blue to cover the back of Wolf. And you 1-bank Ibstum to the right, or you 4K him. I don't know
you
which.
4K Ibtisam. Like,
Yeah.
he needs to end this game. Like, this thing can kill everything he has left one by one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got, what, 3 turns?
He's got 3 turns to do it.
Do either of them have a bid?
Yeah, Drew's got a 1-point bid.
So if he gives up half points on the ITP, that's game.
That is
because Drew will have half
Yep.
blue plus 1
Yep.
alive. Whereas, yeah.
I did not think that there was ever going to be a window for Tommy to come back in this game, but Drew has not only left the door open, he actually unscrewed the hinges and threw the door out into the backyard.
As we say, choose violence.
He didn't.
No, you don't just 2 straight the ITP, do you? Because you need to shoot every turn.
Not only that, a 2 straight does Wolf is gonna. If you do that, Wolf comes around next turn without a stress token, and you're probably just done from there. Because you'll never have a token with him shooting 4 dice at you, 4 to 5 dice with lock focus at you every turn. Depending on where he ends up.
I mean, and with that in mind, do you think about maybe just with the Phantom, rather than doing a bank, forward and hope that Wolfraro went too fast, so you can come around behind Wolf?
You're kind of at the interesting angle where if you
don't like it
that way, Wolf actually has an easier time getting a shot on you than you do on him. And you don't want to be dancing around a rock against the guy with trick shot.
It's just the problem. I mean, the problem is that you're kind of fucked by trick shot if you do the 3-bank as well.
Yeah, that's
right?
why people put trick shots on 180 arcs.
Yeah. So I wonder. I don't know. I mean, Tommy's going to need a lot of dice luck, I think, to get out of this. And I'm not sure, a combination of 3-bank plus if the arc does 4K and you had to barrel roll and you don't have an evade because you didn't decloak, this is just not looking great.
Well, he did stop. So that's a
I
bump.
don't think you close. I don't think you close or rotate. I think you just go cool.
I agree.
Yep. And then next turn you do something that guarantees you bump so that the Imdar is in front of you.
Yep. There's the 4K.
Is he going to remember this time?
I think if he didn't remember the first 2 times, he's not going to remember this time.
You know what? You stop it. He still has not remembered. Oh dear.
Worst case scenario.
I actually thought that was 100% a bump.
I didn't.
Panic
I did
cloak.
not think it was.
Yeah, he's
That's
like,
the-
well, that. So
That's called the oh shit button.
oof, he's got to really pray that the Blue Squadron,
Donks the shot. Just complete
yeah, just donks the
potato.
shot.
Total potato.
Because as
That's
you,
why the 1 bank was never something I was considering.
yeah, right.
Oh no!
Measure
Trick
that
shot is live.
arc.
It's 100% trick shot. 100%.
I think he's actually going for the target lock first. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, 100% trick shot.
So is this going to be 5-on-5 or 5-on-6?
5 on 6.
I like those odds. For red dice with a target lock, I like those odds.
Yes. And no, and only the force mod for the FT or the ITP.
Yep.
Yikes. I mean, I don't blame Tommy.
Well, Vassal hates rerolls, so it's fine.
I don't blame
Vassal
Tommy
does Vassal does hate rerolls.
because getting the cloak back probably, does help his survivability overall. But
Oh, absolutely.
yikes.
It does, but he also needed a shot every turn.
No, he
doesn't
needs
have
2
to stop
kills.
his turn,
He
really.
needs 2 kills, and that could be
I
Wolf.
thought we
And
agreed that 2 wasn't enough.
no, 2's enough as long as he doesn't get half pointed.
As long as he doesn't get halved. Okay.
That's the key. If he gets half pointed,
Oh, this might be the one where Wolf actually where the rerolls come good.
6 natty evades.
Did he not spend his target lock?
He must be saving it for next turn.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, unless Tommy rolled
Okay.
too quickly, which is possible. So we'll know if they move on to checking range. Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
So
okay. That's
well, so here's the thing. I don't hate saving the target lock
I hate it.
because you're gonna have fewer defense dice you're facing next time. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
So
You're going to lose 1
Right,
attack
okay,
die. He's going to lose
yes.
at least 2, probably 3 defense dice.
very likely he'll lose 4 defense dice the next time you shoot him. So, and you'll have a minimum of 4 dice. So,
Okay, now it's gonna be really funny is when this goes through.
damn it.
Never
Nope.
mind. I take it back.
Yeah, it would
So
have been
he
funny.
came to the right.
I mean, well, he could decloak forward and go for a block and go for a bump.
I just don't see Wolf, or sorry, not Wolf, Ibtism going fast here.
That's fair.
And I don't see Wolf going fast either.
I mean, I think
Wolf does like a 2 bank.
I would think it too hard.
No, 3 hard or yeah, no, I'm on board with the 2 bank. Yeah, because he's gonna decloak to the right or he's,
Right.
Ibston 1 straights and target locks.
Yeah,
Wolf 2 banks focuses. The
Blue Squad
U-wing
just
1
one
straights and bumps.
one straight. Well, no,
Well,
he
he's
won't
not going to
He'll
be there
decloak.
to bump.
He'll
Oh,
he'll
yeah.
have to have decloaked.
So I think I think, man,
If
I mean,
Drew gave up all these points just so that he has 1 turn where he just wastes this guy, I will be very upset with him.
So I think if I'm Tommy, obviously you decloak to the right, and I think you decloak to the right and back if you can,
You should be able to.
and then Do you candy
Do you
cane
one
to?
hard or two bank or three bank or?
I'm
what?
thinking.
You do not go head up with the U-wing.
Right.
That is a mistake.
Oh, well, the U-wing you could
No, you can-
initiative kill.
You
Very
can initially
unlikely.
kill the
It's
U-wing.
Oh, yeah,
you're right. It's
He's
unlikely.
Structural, and his wings are still closed.
No, I don't. I don't
No.
think his wings are actually closed because he's been rolling 2 dice on defense. So, so I think you do one hard, and I think you, depending on where you see,
Say it's fine.
Ibtism go.
Fine. Yeah, he did.
I think if you, depending on how fast Ibtism goes, you may want to barrel roll away. So you're only taking a shot back potentially from the blue squadron at that point.
I'm two straighting with Ibtisam here. There is not a maneuver out of that decloak where the Phantom is going to have a shot on you without you having one back. The maneuver does not exist.
Right. Yeah.
Here's the thing: is if he shoots at the U-wing and doesn't kill it, that's game.
Right.
It's yeah. I mean,
Right.
I think it's safe to say that this turn is probably going to be game anyway. But I said that 3 turns ago, and
Yeah.
Druid delights in trolling the shit out of me. It's like,
I
Drew, you
believe-
have this one. Yeah, but I want to fly around for 3 turns. Drew, you have this one.
I believe.
You believe in the TIE Phantom, which is just a better X-Wing? Yeah,
He believes in a thing called love.
He believes in a ship that is still undercosted, and the only reason X-Wing doesn't use it is because the Imperial Aces are so much better. Yeah, me too. Oh, by the way, we're still going to see another turn of listening device.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh,
if they
Jesus.
remember it.
That, yeah. Damn, I'm not gonna lie, Rick. I almost wish that this was that you were 2-1, just so that they could possibly freeze you out with by bringing this game. I would just only because it would be so ridiculous.
That would be some next level collusion shit.
That would be truly the Wreck Rick edition. Like, the tournament would have officially lived up to its name if that happened. And then Ben comes down with the hammer and just bans everyone. Even I'm running out of ways to fill time here, guys. Come on. I'm doing everything I can, man. We're into the 12th inning now. That's like this is if it had gone to extras and dudes had brought in like their 5th long reliever.
So I was at a baseball game at Gonzaga when I was a student there, where Marco Gonzalez, who now plays in the MLB for the Mariners, he was drafted by the Cardinals. He had a no-hitter through the 13th inning, and they finally pulled him because he reached his maximum pitch count.
Yeah, you mean because he was going to throw his arm off? He had a no-hitter through 13?
Yeah.
How long did he have a perfect?
I think the perfect lasts until like 7 or 8.
Jesus.
I mean, he's in the MLB for a reason.
Okay. A lot of guys are in Major League Baseball.
All right, so we were correct on the 1 hard
Yeah.
and the barrel roll backwards. That did not go as far as I expected that decloak to go.
Yeah, I agree. That did not go as far as I thought. Watch this be the turn where he one banks the blue squad just to piss me off.
That might still be a bump though.
I'm pretty sure that is.
Which is real bad for Tommy. obviously.
He doesn't get a focus token. Whatever.
Yeah, but he also
mean-
doesn't get a shot probably on what he needs to kill.
That's
That's the bigger problem.
That's why you one straighted with Ibstem. And that's also why I was considering only banking with the ITP. But
in before 2 straight from Ibtisam just to troll you.
I just thought that the ITPs, the decloak would be further. So that just goes to show you that neither Tommy nor I should be flying Phantoms.
No, 1 straight. All right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
anyway,
There's no
what I
reason to
was
go.
gonna say-
You just don't need to go too forward.
Yeah.
Gives you
And
more
what I was gonna
options
say
next
is
turn.
That baseball game was real long. And I got
I
real
remember about this must have been 4 or 5 years ago. The A's and the Angels went to like the 18th inning.
Wasn't there a World Series game that went to like 20?
I don't know what the longest game in baseball history is.
Oh, there's one that was like 24 hours.
All right, so Teasum takes
Long
it. Let's get folks.
game.
Let's stop talking about baseball. Even
Okay.
people who watch baseball fall asleep watching baseball, and we're not even watching baseball. So,
Okay, the all-time record is 33 innings.
all right, so there is the
One hard.
well,
no
there's
shot?
the collision, no shot. Yeah, that's pretty rough.
What if collision detector worked on bumps too?
Now you just sound like Rick. Guys, what if
I
we
would
could
never advocate
fix
for
this?
that.
Make this thing do this silly thing.
That's not. It's called a collision detector.
Well, they're not technically colliding. They just hit the brakes really hard and stare lovingly at each other from cockpit to cockpit.
Okay.
If they were
Sure.
actually colliding, they would do damage to each other. Now, wouldn't they?
Which they should, but I didn't say that.
I mean, they do in Epic.
I have always wanted to see a full wing of ships get run over by like a by a raider or
All
something.
you have to do is watch me play Epic sometime, and it will happen.
Choo choo!
Watch my entire wing of X-wings just get plowed through.
That was always one thing I hated about Armada is that when you ran through a swarm of fighters with a big ship, you didn't do damage, you just moved them. That always pissed me off.
All right, well, here we go. So, here's why I didn't hate not spending the target lock, because he was able to get the block. It's going to be 4 versus 2.
Yeah, it is minimum if. Oh,
And then there's that.
there is
So
that.
clearly he should have spent the target lock last turn, because it just doesn't matter.
Just roll natty.
That's a pretty good result for Tommy, actually.
That's the best. I mean, it's basically the best is that he
Yeah.
avoids 2 damage.
Well, the best would be Natty's, because he,
But the effect would be the same.
yeah, because he has to spend the evade. Now he can't cloak. Oh wait, he could have spent the
He
force.
should have spent
He
force.
could have spent the force. But I think he has resigned himself to his fate.
Yeah.
This is where Ibtisam rolls the Nats.
Well, that would be great, because it's almost midnight.
It is, yeah. I didn't get any painting done today because I bought the wrong color brown.
That's
Vassal
Yikes.
hates those rerolls.
Vassal hates Tommy. Now he can stay alive by spending the force here.
Yeah,
But does he just concede?
just give it up, man.
Because he can't win. Now that if he's at half points and below, he cannot. There's no win condition for him.
Yeah. Not to mention, Wolf is probably going to blow him away next round before he ever gets to shoot.
No, I was just gonna 3 hard at Wolf. Oh wait, no, Wolf has that. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about the 180 ships is that you can't arc dodge them from the front. It's like, I boosted, I barrel roll to the right, it doesn't matter. I boosted it doesn't matter.
Well, if you bump him, but then he just zebs you with a target lock.
Yeah.
That's right, he does have Zeb.
The one addition he made to his list.
All right, so you just hard stop with the U-wing, right?
Yeah. I mean, You one forward with Ibtisam, you stop with Wolf, and you...
No, you one bank to the left and coordinate the focus to Wolf. Wolf one straight, Ibstum one straights.
I mean, Iptism probably bumps then, though. I mean, maybe you don't care because Wolf is the killer, but
Yeah.
you definitely don't.
Wolf,
I mean, you don't want to take the chance that the ITP. I mean, it doesn't matter. The game is over.
Yeah, no, it's bottom. It's a 12
But
turn.
let's pretend we live in a world where the game wasn't over. The worst case scenario for you would be to have no mods shooting the ITP and have the ITP actually just run right into Wolf, which he could do with a 3 hard.
which is why you one bank.
It doesn't. Even if he runs into him, it doesn't matter. He has.
Oh, that's fair. Never mind. Yeah, Zeb.
There is no
Why you just
about.
one bank and coordinate him the focus so he has a double modded shot.
Yeah.
You one straight. You straight.
With the U-wing? No, you one bank the U-wing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
And then which also blocks Ibstum, so Ibstum's also guaranteed a shot.
I think you one bank Ibtisam.
Dude, I'm going to start list building with Ibtisam just based on this game. Because just for 46 points, that's a decent ship.
Yeah, totally.
Yes. I remember at
You know what makes it
this is
especially
garbage.
good?
Yes, I did rip on him because he doesn't need proton.
No, he doesn't need proton torps.
He those torps.
I'd be even
Better
happy
on
with,
almost anyone else.
Yeah. I mean, I he did do some pretty good damage with the 4 dice.
No, he didn't. He didn't do any. Both torps
Oh,
missed.
right. Never mind. He did have really good dice to roll.
Honestly,
with
I would
torps.
like elusive on Ibstum.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ibtisam
like
probably is better just as filler. You're at 46 points.
Stand by.
I think he's better than a 46 point X-wing.
He 100% is better than any X-wing at 46. He's probably better at 46 than Thane is at 48.
Well, Thane has the advantage of being 5 in it, though.
Yeah.
Does he? Yeah, because he uses it all that much.
I mean, he
Hold
can.
on a second. I thought you were #1 president of the Thane fan club. What is happening here?
No. I'm just #1 president of people underestimating and overestimating bad ships. I'm the president of the Telling the Truth fan club. By the way, do Phantoms have a 3 hard? I thought they had a 3 bank.
No, they have a 3 hard.
They have a 3
they
hard.
have both. My bad.
I think they didn't in 1.0 they had a 1 hard rather than a 3 hard. Oh no, they have a 1 hard.
No,
Never
the
mind.
only thing that was added for 2.0 was the one bank.
The 1 bank was added. Okay, duh. So yes, they do have a 3 hard, and it is white.
And he did the 3 hard.
Yeah, it's
He may not remember that Zeb's on Wolf.
Death before dishonor.
Maybe he does.
You and your joust.
Maybe he does. Maybe he does remember that Zeb is on Wolf, and he's like, you know
By the
what?
way-
It's round 12. Let's do this.
So this is totally off topic. You guys watch The Expanse, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me that Amos's eyes are not Gowron eyes.
They're not quite this. They're not quite Gowron's eyes.
That's only because Gowron's face is sunk like an extra inch in.
Yeah,
But
Gowron
they're the
has
same eyes.
Gowron has crazy eyes.
Amos doesn't have crazy
Amos
eyes.
has intense eyes. It's different.
Oh, that's just mean. U-Wings with Informator. So, shout out to Daryl McMillan for telling me that and me never appreciating how good that.
Yeah, how would you like to know exactly which way to spin?
That's why I used to put sense on Luke at every list.
Yeah.
Blue Squad Scouts, best U-Wing all time. Second best, I guess Cassian was pretty much the best for a while. Oh, dear God. Welcome to the Thunderdome.
I don't like it.
The ITP is now going to run into
He's going to bounce off of Ib.
run into Ibtisam, and that means Zeb doesn't even come into play. Unless he did
Yeah.
something really wrong, like 3 harding Wolfwaro. In which
He
case,
wouldn't even fit. He still wouldn't fit.
and again, it doesn't matter. Game is over. No, I mean 3 hard to the right.
I mean,
Like I said, really wrong.
Ibstim's version
Yep.
in 1.0 was played a ton, and so I don't know why people were so
Wait.
low on him in 2.0.
Oh, never mind. I mean, Ibtism was still like the backup arc in 1.0 if you couldn't fit Nora or Shara. So
Well,
I
but
wouldn't say he was great in
Gunner and
1.0.
the stress bot.
Huh?
With Gunner and stress bot.
It was fine.
Is there any way Wolf fits there?
No.
No, he's gonna bounce back. That sucks. We wanted a Zeb trigger.
That's why I was saying the U-Wing just banks and then bumps Wolf. Bumps.
Well, he didn't, so here we are.
Yeah,
But he's got 2 shots on the ITP.
Both of them 4 dice with a target lock.
You mean 5 dice, Rick? That's a damaged Wolf.
Yes.
Oh, right. One of them 5 dice, one of them 4 dice.
Reroll. Give a dump the Well, he just killed him, but.
Yep.
Asshole.
Bummer.
Hey, rerolls.
And no shot back for the ITP.
No, we're done here.
Rip.
All right.
Rip the
All right.
homie.
To their channel.
Yep.
See you there.
Hello there.
Wait,
You got
hello.
you got an 11.
So that was a long game.
It was.
Did you like ever put a stopwatch on how long it took Vassal to let me put my dials from one window to another?
No.
Were you getting delay on dragging it?
It was just brutally painful. It was like I was trying to move them, wouldn't move, and they wouldn't move, and they wouldn't move. I quit and came back twice.
I'm really impressed with how you managed to get a stress into the dice box.
That's the mystery none of us could figure out. By the way, was that one?
Well, see, Vassal will just let you do that. That's easy. It's the put in your dials in
There
the
you go.
window.
And that was the-
So that was
I am still going to be doing this.
What
more
I have to ask, what made it that time different where you remembered to use Subtism?
again.
Well, because there
He
were
never-
like 5 or 6 other opportunities where you could have used Ibtism's ability to shred stress.
Oh,
Right?
I completely forgot. I never used it.
Oh,
No, you didn't. You had
Oh,
5
right.
chances.
Literally never did. I forgot that he had a power.
that's okay.
No,
Tommy forgot how to fly Phantoms, so it's okay.
I forgot how to fly everything.
You forget.
Crap. Stress, roll 1 attack die.
You had an ability that you could have procced for actions like 5 times, and you forgot every time. If
No,
you
no,
listen
I
back
just-
to the commentary, I'm screaming at you.
Sorry, yeah. That's awesome.
Nothing to
Yeah,
apologize
And now he's
for.
going to roll.
I
He's going to roll.
literally forgot that he had a power. I thought he was just an I3 with a proton torp.
So now you're 3-0 without ever having used Ibtism. So the sky's the limit.
I think I did actually use him once last game. I just totally didn't realize it this game.
So that one was. It looked like it was kind of a runaway game, and then it felt like Tommy was let a little bit back in the game. Dice evened out a little bit. What was your guys' sort of take on how the game went, just in general? And let's start with you, Tommy.
I set my dials wrong at least 3 times. At least. So.
Yeah. We noticed that when you ended up on a rock that you were going to explode.
Yeah, and then he got to shoot after the rock exploded.
Did. And some damage, I believe.
Yeah.
By the way, that was one of the best seismics I've ever seen with 6 damage. We do want to ask though, did you intend for 2 of it to be blue on blue?
No, I
One of them would
totally,
be.
yeah, I totally whiffed like that turn on my maneuvers, the turn before on my maneuvers. So
Well, what it looked like is you kept forgetting the order in which your ships decloaked.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you kept blocking your decloak with your other decloak.
Yes, I did.
And now for the good news, Tommy, is you still get to go forward into the next round.
What?
Yeah, you get to play because you finished second in. I mean, we need to see the points, but you finished second in your group. So
In the group with
you will go into the play-in games at the very least.
got 111 points on my count.
Yeah, it's 111 to 200.
All right,
Oh, let me go. Put
I can
that
put
in.
it in.
Not nothing.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
Like,
Drew got
normally
200.
we would ask questions about why you did certain things at certain places, but after watching that game, I don't think you guys were actually thinking.
Listen,
Brutal.
I didn't remember my power. I do know how to fly the ships.
I
I did
was-
not
I-
intend Oro to get panicked pilot right there.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Drew, it honestly looked like you set up a perfect joust on turn 3, killed 3/4 of Tommy's list, and then spent the next 8 turns setting up a second joust.
Yeah, it was pretty close to that. The rock placement was not great for particular ships that I had.
Your ships don't care about rocks.
No, they do.
No.
They do.
If you would let Death Rain live a little bit longer, Death Rain could have helped with that.
Just happened.
Oh,
I almost
no,
dropped another seismic on that top left, near that top left.
We were talking about that.
And I'm like,
You're like, why not?
maybe?
The trick with this, it's not so much trying to set up another kill box. It's actually once I was ahead, I was playing a little defensively because 3 of my ships, the U-wing if it's turned and then permanently when it's got structural damage, 3 of the ships have one green, and so they can go down quick if I'm not careful.
Against another list, I think I probably would agree with you. But with the Sigma dead, Death Rain across the board, and the Inquisitor on 1 health, I feel like you took your foot off the gas.
What would you have gone after? The Death Rain?
Oh, I expected you to kill him like 5 turns before he died. Like probably more than that.
If you
It
rewatch
looked like-
this,
Yeah, I'll rewatch it. I'll learn some stuff. What it looked like to me is
don't get crazy. I'm not saying I'm good at this.
I was gonna say you're gonna hear a lot of us guessing wrong about what you're doing.
I might. So that'll be interesting. I think I could learn something even if it was on mute. But now I'm really interested in what you guys had to say.
no, I think we mostly guessed wrong with Tommy because he got his dials wrong all the time.
Yeah, because I bumblefuck my way through this entire game.
4-0 really doesn't want to get behind. I had an opportunity to go chase Death Rain with Wolf, and I opted specifically not to, because it's just really hard to get him turned around otherwise.
Yeah.
A little bit the same thing with the U-wing. Like the U-wing can kind of go anywhere, but he's going to be on agility the turn that he turns around, which can put him in a kill box sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of getting rammed from behind Wolf 4-0 because Zeb is on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair.
Somebody can get a range 1 shot if they bump into him from behind, and I don't get to return a shot.
Actually, I didn't even think about that. That is terrifying.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So a lot of, if you look at my Wolf maneuvers in particular, I think I'm probably over paranoid about that and trying to get myself around so that doesn't happen. But we did get the 6 die.
Yes.
and I was very excited until you rolled 5 dice, and then I was very disappointed. And
So
I'm
sorry.
glad you caught it at the end.
We rolled the extra die at the end.
Yeah.
It does count as the 6.
It does.
Proc.
It was exactly what we were hoping for because, well, and then you got another 5 die in there too, so that's fine.
Yeah, a couple of those, and a couple of 4s in the beginning when it was constructed, even before
People
the magic
People
power.
have given up on trick shot for no reason.
Trick shot on these Azatux is brilliant because the 180, amazing.
Yeah, that's the thing. If it's your primary arc, it's just so hard to actually get it to proc and not end up putting yourself in positions where you're going to regret having done that. But with 180 degree arc, you can just cruise around the freaking thing and, like Han Solo with a turret, and you're fine.
That's what I use it on. Is
like you're a battleship and you just rotate, you're just broadsiding out the side.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
it is late.
I was dealt that in the. Isaiah was so mad at me when I was trying to debate what thing to draft. All of these options, and then I told him the Wolfero with trick shot, and he literally just walked out of the room on me because that's something that I've flown a lot, tried to make work a lot, and it's what I fly in Aces High, Wolf with trick shot, and
that's hilarious.
Was so mad that I wasted his time talking about other lists when clearly this was the only thing that I was going to pick.
And did you add targeting computer?
Not true. True. I thought you were going to go for the double Upsilon Midnight list.
It was absolutely on my list.
I was like, you mean the guy who flew triple Upsilons is going to not take the list?
No. I never flew triple Epsilons. I flew 2 Epsilons and Null and Scorch, which was so much better because Null was back in the days where you could swarm tactics with Null. They took that away from him right after I played it. So 2 people shooting at 7. And then I flew the 6 Upsilons in the Epic map worlds.
Yeah.
But I've never flown just 3.
Okay.
But yeah, that was definitely on the short list. But yeah, Trickshot Wolfero is my jam. And yes, targeting computer was the thing that I added to it.
And yeah, it does make Wolfero that much better.
This game.
Well,
that was
like what we were talking about. What we were talking about is during the game is time he didn't have mods, he rolled like 4 hits.
Yes.
Yep.
It was just when I had focus or target lock that he would roll like hit and 3 blanks.
Yeah, I mean that's the key. He just needs to feel confident.
You had the most useless proton torpedoes I think I've ever seen.
That was pretty impressive, right?
That was great, man. I was so proud of you.
That's my experience with single modded torps every time I have them. So I just look at it and go, yep, that's right.
Yep. And there were a couple of times where I was trying to figure out like how do I move into the position so I can coordinate so that I can get the double, and it just never made sense. I was like, heck, I'll throw the proton torp. What's the worst that can happen? That's what happened.
There's no way this can possibly go wrong.
Well,
nice.
Oh my god, exactly.
It ultimately, didn't matter that much in the long run, right? So,
totally.
Are you telling me I literally drunken stumbled into the cut?
Yep. You did.
Awesome.
Yep.
So it looks like
not the
just
cut technically, play-in
are
game.
truly going to make cut with the one exception.
With Vince as the one exception, is that what you're trying to say?
Yep.
What do we got? We got